and Zaslow. Greg Cody. Roy Bellamy. Jeremy Tache. Tony Colariu. Chris Cody. Dan Le Batard.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Mic's up, cue.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show.
Yeah, we did it, everyone. We made it to Friday.
Yeah.
Give it up for Friday.
All right.
That's how you do it. That's a Friday show.
Great.
Look at this crew we got here today. I don't know if this group's worked together yet. We got Tony and Amin and Chris and Jeremy and Roy. And, of course, out west, we have Dave Damashek. Hello, Dave.
Oh, a vision in red this morning, Zaslow. Looking good.
Look, everybody knows at this point, I look good in red. Everybody knows two things about me. Never a cuck, look good in red. Everybody knows that. So I need some help here. Like, does anyone else run into this problem? I got so many apps. I got a lot of apps. And apps are great. You can watch movies, watch TV shows. And last night, my wife and I, so we're watching a couple of shows right now. Like, Dave, do you have shows that you specifically watch with your wife?
Yeah, and I think at some point, I don't want to detour too hard here, but at some point we have to talk about the morality of going behind your significant other's back and watching the show when they're not available because they're having a busy week and the repercussions of doing that.
There is no morality. You just do it, and then when you're going to get ready to watch it with them, you'll be like, oh, no. Like, all you got to do is act. They're not paying attention to you. They're paying attention to the show. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody actually cares that you're discovering it at the same time. All you have to do is just keep the charade alive, and that's what makes love flourish, is keeping the charade alive.
Wait, are you saying, I mean, well, but in your world, the charade is watching it a second time? Because no thanks.
I TV cheated with my wife where I watched season 1 of Ted Lasso, never told her, and she was like, we got to watch this, and then I watched it with her.
So what, are you fake laughing?
No, I just was like, oh, this is a good show, and I just acted like I was watching it for the first time.
Not
TV
hard.
cheating.
It's not hard, guys. Just go ahead, sit down. It's like, oh, he falls down. Like, that's it. Because she's not, or he is not turning and looking, wait a second, that laugh wasn't quite as loud as I thought it would be for that funny of a joke. Like, oh, you got me.
I have a feeling there's a big twist coming in this second to last episode.
Don't do that.
My wife is awful about that. We'll watch shows together, and, you know, I work on the weekends. I work almost every Saturday and Sunday. Like this weekend, I'm working tomorrow for ESPN. I'm working Sunday for ESPN. And if my wife and I are in the middle of a show, I'm working, I'll come downstairs when I'm done. She's 2-3 more episodes deep into the show we're watching. I'm like,
how
what?
dare she?
I'm like, what the hell?
That's wrong. She's right
what
here. You
the
gotta
hell?
Work less.
That one you can't fake through. If it's like literally we're watching it right now, the other person leaves and comes back.
Yeah.
It's hard because here's the problem. Here's the real problem. I'm going to tell you, watch out for this one, kids. When you log in and you watch a show, so let's use the example of Tires. Tires Season 3 just came out on Netflix like a couple weeks ago. If you watch the episode, there's a telltale snitch red line.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one's been viewed.
Yep.
Oh, the next one is this one. So this is what you do, guys.
My wife's not paying attention to that.
You create a different login. I call it guest because I'll say, oh, I gave my brother my login. I told him, don't mess up my algorithm. Use the guest one. So the guest one, that's the one where you're cheating on everyone with. And then you come back and you watch it.
It's a good move.
Yeah, that's a great move.
That is a good move. So I'm in the middle of, my wife and I, we have a few shows right now. We're in a golden age right now, this time of year. There's a few shows going on at once that we're watching together. We're watching Ted Lasso together. We're watching Reacher together. Anyone watch Reacher? That show's awesome. He just kicks everyone's
new one?
ass. Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit of a monotonous plot. It's kind of the same thing
I
over and over.
I
and
love
over.
Reacher, man. He's always
Like, he's
kicking-
big and he's strong and
kicking
kicks your ass.
man.
Okay.
There's only one Reacher. It's TC, baby.
Okay, so I have a question for you because I've never seen the Tom Cruise Reacher movie.
That's why I said there's only one Reacher. TC, baby.
But you're telling me Reacher, like Tom Cruise can pass for Reacher? He's like 5'1". He's tiny.
He's Reacher.
I don't know about
Jack
that.
Reacher. He walks up. He does his shit.
He kicks ass?
He lives in like motel rooms. He
Yeah.
travels around.
Right.
He bangs broads. It's Jack Reacher.
And he kicks ass?
He kicks ass. Tom Cruise. You never seen Tom Cruise kick ass? Hello? Have
Ethan
you watched
Hunt?
Mission Impossible 1 through a billion?
I know, but the whole point is in Reacher, Alan Richardson, he's so much bigger than everyone else. He kicks everyone's ass.
Yeah.
Anyway, we watched Reacher, we watched Ted Lasso, and yesterday, this is the point of why I brought up apps. Yesterday, we started watching, or we wanted to start watching Lioness. All
From
right?
season 1?
No. The new season
the
came
new
out
season,
recently. All right. So I think this is season 3. So we want to start Lioness. What a show! That Taylor Sheridan, he knows how to make a show. So we want to start watching Lioness, and I sign on to Paramount Plus. It's on Paramount Plus, and so I click on the show, and it tells me that like my payment is not up to snuff, and so it won't let me start watching the show. Okay, fine, not a big deal. Matter of fact, I recently had to change cards, so I'm sure that's the issue, you know? And now the problem, because all these apps, do I go to the app to change my info? Do I go to the website of the app to change my info? And then I do that, and it tells me, nah, playa, you didn't sign up through Paramount, you signed up through Google Play. And I'm like, all right, well, what the hell is that even? Like how do I get to Google Play? I can't keep track of all of this. So I couldn't watch Lioness last night. I don't know how to get my account back up and running.
Here's the deal. How you sign up for these services matters because if you go through Apple, for example,
Right, I do that for some.
it's more expensive. They are taking a fee on top of whatever the subscription is. Same thing through Google Play or whatever, the Google Marketplace, whatever they call it. Like all these things are just kind of in betweens because it's like, oh, it's convenient. Just sign up with me. But they're gaming you.
Right, like I probably did it with like a bundle is why I did it like that.
So I made this mistake of doing it through Amazon for Paramount Plus, not realizing that I actually get Paramount Plus for free.
That happens all the time. Like, I'm pretty sure I've been paying for ESPN on the ESPN package for years. I work at ESPN. I'm certain I get it for free.
No, you don't.
No, I think I do.
No, you don't.
I'm very important.
No, you don't. I'm telling you. So this was the thing. When Disney Plus first came out, I remember, they were like, do you want Disney park passes, the card?
Yeah, I get those.
Or would you want free Disney Plus? And I did the math, and I was like, give me the passes, dude.
Of course.
I'll pay. And at that time, they hadn't done the Hulu thing. But now that they did the Hulu thing, I got the Hulu thing going on. You know about
the
this
Hulu
ass?
thing he's doing?
The bundle? No, not the bundle.
I mean, I have the
The
bundle.
grandfather bundle.
The grandfather bundle.
What is that?
So I signed up for
Grundle.
Spotify Premium like a decade and a half ago. And at the time, they were like, if you get Spotify Premium, we'll give you Hulu for free. Wow. And I have not paid for Hulu since. And as a result, I don't pay for Disney Plus.
Oh, so you can't touch that. It's like upgrade your plan. No, I'm not touching nothing.
Never upgrade. I do
Right.
ads. I don't care.
Right,
Because
right.
That shit is free.
Right. So I like Dave. I don't know what to do. I want to watch Lioness, and I can't figure out how because I don't know how I paid for this.
Yeah, I think you've officially crossed the threshold into old age, Zaz. Welcome. Once it becomes too much the technology and you start shouting at no one in particular about that you don't understand.
I was getting
the
so mad
technology-wise
yesterday.
that
My
we're-
wife
yeah,
is
you
sitting.
join me.
I was getting so mad. My wife is sitting next to me. She goes, "Your face is turning red." Like I'm close to chucking the remote at the television, and then I'm also going to need a new television because I'm going to break it. I was getting so frustrated yesterday. Oh man. All right.
I can't believe
There you go.
that the make good that Cody and Amin are willing to do. I mean, like, you're a good guy in it too much. You'll sit through the exact same show, in this big ruse. Like, you snuck ahead and watched a few episodes, but then to be a good mate, you'll sit through the exact same show a few days later.
I just like
That's
to. I
weird
like.
behavior.
Chris, you're saying you said you did a whole season.
Yeah, I like to seem really smart about shows.
Oh, you'll say, "Oh, I bet this is gonna happen."
Like predict things.
My wife and I, we do that to each other. Where we're like, "Oh, this is what's about to happen." We haven't seen it yet, but
I've seen it. It's
we
fun if
try
you've seen
and-
it. Try seeing it first, then do it. It's a fun game to play.
And so this happens to me when when a Star Wars show comes on, because I watch it with my kids, but because I do a podcast, Arthur Means Rule of Two, get it wherever you get podcasts, reviewing the stuff, I got to review it. Basically, I got to watch it the night it comes out, be ready to record the next day. But we don't watch as a family until Friday at the earliest.
So you're watching twice.
So I watch it twice. But I enjoy it. Like, number one, I enjoy it when I'm watching it. Again, most of these things because you're picking up on things you didn't see or whatever. And then sometimes, if you know it's a nothing episode, maybe Dad takes a nap. What'd I miss?
But is there transparency to that? Like, they know that's happening? Because for me, like, I love rewatching stuff. So I don't mind watching it a second time. I also don't
But
mind
you're going to
if-
be honest about it.
Yeah, I don't mind if my
Fool.
wife watches a second
You
time.
loser.
But tell me that you've done this.
No, I don't like.
I'm
if
not
my,
faking it.
You're gonna snitch on yourself? Come on, man.
Self-report?
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Jeremy,
Why?
never coming on a bachelor party. I tell you that much.
Hey, this is TV, okay? I have a standard. Yeah, my TV standard is higher than my personal life standard, and that I don't care what you do to me. But TV, you better be honest about it.
Buddy, let me tell you something. Never, ever going to learn that I already watched it. I'll sit down there, and I know how to play. I know how to play that part to a T. Like doing like little gasps and stuff. Yeah. No, the key is you can't overdo it. When you
Normally,
start-
it's women faking it.
The part I struggle with the most is when I know a good part's coming and I look over and my wife's like, nose deep in her book.
Oh, and you want to tell her, "Hey, make
and
sure
I'm
you
just
pay
like,
attention."
I feel like a good scene's about to come here. You should probably pay attention to this scene.
Do you have to
I a
cough
feeling-
twice during
Yeah,
it, or-
you want to cough. It makes it seem natural.
You're missing the point. If she's nose deep in her book, that means she can't notice that you've already watched this. Now you get to be nose deep in your phone or doing whatever. Guys, the point of this ruse is to make the other person believe you're watching it for the first time. That's all it's about.
That's why I cough, though, because I would never cough if I had watched it.
My wife has
We're
no.
off the rails as a society.
Yeah.
If this is what is meaningful, shared experience, is passively sitting quietly and watching other people do stuff on the monitor in front of you, we're lost. Where's the love gone?
My wife has no
this
shame.
This is the
with any
mark
this.
of a solid relationship. Is
That's right.
watching a show together? Sheesh.
No, I hate it when she watches it ahead of me. She's very selfish, and if she wants to watch a show, she watches.
But
it.
at least she tells you.
Yeah, but I don't want to then play catch up. I want to watch it together.
But I thought you liked being a cook.
Okay, everybody knows that about me.
Roy,
I'll
do you TV
never-
cheat?
No, we don't watch TV really
At all? Okay.
Right.
I like it. Just like an accepted thing.
Good
Yeah.
I'll do my
punctuation
thing,
to the
you do your
conversation.
thing.
There you go.
Yeah.
So tonight, Tua Tagovailoa, Tua's revenge tonight as the Falcons are at the Dolphins. Tua's going to light the Dolphins up, right? I mean, that's what's going to
Definitely.
happen, right?
Definitely.
That would be the best case
That
scenario.
is what that I'm
For the
putting-
show.
That is what's going to happen.
For show content. For show content purposes, we need him to go crazy.
That's what's going to happen because there does feel like a little bit of a momentum where if Tua plays shitty tonight, that he's not going to be on the Falcons at the start of the season. Now, maybe that means they cut him or they trade him somewhere else for like a 7th-round pick. I don't know. But it feels like if he's bad tonight, he's not going to be on the Falcons. But I could totally see a scenario where he plays well tonight and lights up the Dolphins.
Do you think the rest of the country is paying attention the way we're paying attention?
Of course not.
Okay, I want to say yes to that because for the first 6 years of his career, Tua has been a very polarizing character. Now, maybe that's because he went to Alabama. I don't know what the reason is, but Tua has been a player who, despite playing for a team that has not done anything, and Tua being a player who has not done any winning, everyone has had an opinion about him, Dave, for his entire career so far.
Yeah, if you blur your eyes and in broad strokes, the notion of we like to build people up and then knock them down and then turn them into a punchline and all of that, and especially when they're multimillionaires, that's part of it. But whether or not he's going to play well against the Dolphins is neither here nor there. In my opinion, what I think is striking is what you saw last night, that Mike McDaniel coaching with Justin Herbert, who I don't know if you heard the Dolphins could have had, that he looks like the real deal, and Mike McDaniel is going to elevate to another level with an actual franchise QB versus what Tua proved to be for you guys. Yeah, I mean, by the way, to weigh in, Zaz, on what you were talking about earlier in the week, Dolphins fans should absolutely feel emboldened in booing Tua. Yes, they should definitely be booing.
I heard you guys talking yesterday about this, and I'm team no boo. Like, I think, yeah, it's a great restaurant. I just feel like you can be on both sides of, like, yes, Tua was frustrating at the end, but he also gave us good things. He had some concussion issues. Like, I just don't, like, I can parse it. I can hate the way it ended, but also appreciate that he did some good things for us. And it's just like, wait, like, I'm just not a booer. As I've gotten into my late 30s, like, it's just, I have to be so out on you to actually give you the energy of booing.
I agree.
Is Tua, though, can I just jump in very quickly? I'm sorry. I wanted to just say, I think Tua is the all-time QB bust for draft evaluators. I know Jamarcus Russell had a lot of hype around him, but if you start around the John Elway thing, as hyped up as he was, can't miss guy, he was one of those guys. Peyton was one of those guys. There are just a small handful of ones who can't miss.
No, and Andrew Luck fulfilled it. He just retired early.
He did,
but he can't miss.
Right, he did. Right, he didn't flop. Right, exactly. And Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence was going to be one of those guys, I think, but I think he probably turned the corner.
Turned the corner.
Yeah.
Right. I think Tua now stands as a guy. If you remember, the first time, to your point about Alabama and all of that, throwing that touchdown in OT against Georgia and all of that, starts the clock. Like, you didn't really know who he was necessarily, but you knew that, like, he's an ascendant star and it is an unstoppable thing. And he really he is, to me, I think kind of you could circle him as the biggest draft evaluation flop of my lifetime as a quarterback.
Is Caleb Williams one of those guys?
Yeah, I think that's right.
I think he is. Yeah, I think he's one of those guys that was can't miss. He's going to have to be a great quarterback to fulfill, everything that was said about him. Who else was, because you're right about the way we spoke about Tua, not just us when I say we, and him ending up being a bust.
It's weird, though, Zaz, because, in retrospect, like, what were we looking at? What were the evaluators looking at? He's 6 feet tall. He doesn't have a big arm. It's not like he's a fast guy or anything. What amounted to, it's sort of like Bryce Young, as a matter of fact, at Alabama. Like, what about him makes him can't miss? Because Bryce Young is borderline. People maybe now have amnesia about that, but a few years ago, Bryce Young was like, obviously you want to fall all over yourself to get this.
Yeah, but we didn't speak about Bryce Young the way that we did Tua.
I think you're right. I'm just saying that, but in both cases, like, this 6 foot tall guy who isn't especially strong arm, like, he's definitely going to set the NFL world on its ear.
Chris, I'm with you. I'm not a booer either. Although, in WWE, I go to a WWE show, boo. Come on. But I'm not a booer at sporting events. It doesn't make sense to me.
I agree. You are delightful. You're not a booer at all.
Thank you. And we can agree, though, he's going to be mercilessly booed by the home crowd.
He will get booed. I agree.
Like, heavy boos when he runs onto the field for the first time.
Aaron Boone.
There's no shot he doesn't get booed.
Yeah.
Boog Shambi.
And he's probably going to play into the second half, too.
Which is, like, we should be, like, if we were going to be those fans of, like, you think you're cool, you're carving us up here, it's the third preseason game. The fact that you're playing in this is embarrassing for you.
Yes.
Devin Booker.
Yes. The fact that he's possibly playing for a job in the third preseason game.
Look around who's playing in this game, bud.
Yeah.
I know I just flipped. I went from let's not boo him to
That's
like,
okay.
hey, you. But it's like
You're emotional.
But if he's gonna be like, hey, if he's like, feeling himself, then don't be feeling yourself. You're playing in the third preseason game.
How
I'm
will
not
you
gonna
feel?
boo you,
Okay,
but also check yourself.
He leads a drive. He leads a big scoring drive, and then as he's coming up field, he's feeling himself.
That's when booing would be. He knows better than that. He might not
I don't think he knows better.
That's kind of embarrassing, though, right? Like, you got a big, drive for a touchdown in the third preseason game in the third quarter. You're still playing and you're fired up about it. Eesh.
Will he have more money by himself than every person on this field combined today? Dave, I've called on you. You're like a teacher. Go ahead.
Well, I'm curious. Is Miami, obviously, as a foreigner to your lands, is Miami a booing sports town? Like Philadelphia is the worst of the worst. They are very proud of themselves.
Good question.
The fan base is, and the local media. They love to puff their chest out about the fact, like, hey, Philadelphia is too tough for a lot of athletes. Like, are you sure you're really helping the case then? Are you really doing the best you can for your teams? If you're booing guys out of town and you're breaking them emotionally, is that too much sway? Are you really helping out the local sports collectives? Is Miami one of those towns? Because I think LA and Miami are associated as sports towns. Like, the fan bases have better things to do. They're out there on the beaches. They don't really care. What's the reality?
This is a good question. I think Miami is completely average when it comes to, are they a booing town? Like, it's certainly not along the lines of the big ones like Philadelphia, New York, if they'll boo their own players when they're not performing well. But I definitely also don't think it's this apathetic fan base that's just all, hey, everything's okay, we don't care enough not to boo. I think they're your average, we will boo you if you deserve it.
Who are the non-booing fan bases that you're speaking of?
Oh, I mean, like, can you imagine you're at a New Orleans Pelicans game and they're booing their own players? Of course not. There's no way that New Orleans fans are booing.
You need people in
You
the
need
crowd.
humans in the stands.
Yeah, so that counts,
be able
though.
to
That
boo.
counts then. Yes, so that counts then. Yeah. San Jose, at a San Jose short, are San Jose fans booing? I don't think so.
Oklahoma City, never boo.
They would never boo.
They would
That's
never
right.
boo.
They would never boo there. Remember when the what's that paper called? The Oklahoman?
Yes.
When they did that story, remember, where they were critical of Durant.
Wasn't even critical. They called him Mr. Unreliable.
It got such a poor reaction from the fans. They released a retraction of the headline.
Shout out to Barry Trammell who wrote it, but the funny thing is, like, the actual column was like a really balanced, like, good article.
No, but the headline was too
the
mean.
Headline,
Too
whoever
mean.
picked the headline basically
Yeah.
got him in trouble.
Right. So though that's a city, they don't boo. I think Miami is like completely average in this regard, Dave.
Do you think, Romo's in the news? Tony Romo is back in the news. Apparently, he has accepted responsibility. I love when people do that. I love the my bad guy when you're playing pickup basketball, like who shoots the ball. He's covered by three people, and you're open underneath the hoop, and then he shoots an impossible three-pointer air ball, and he goes, "My bad." Yeah, that wasn't in question, man. Everybody understood it was your bad.
Tony Romo should have
that
stood
one.
strong. He should have continued to claim no responsibility.
No, it was her. It was her. You all saw the video. But people always still hold that up in the year of our Lord 2026. Like, no more pressure on anybody in sports than the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Do you sense that that's true? I think that's a laughable thing to be saying this deep into the millennium.
I think at this point in Dak Prescott's career, I don't think that is an accurate statement. No.
But do you think there's more pressure on a Dallas Cowboys quarterback than there is in any other NFL town?
Maybe like right when Dak Prescott got the job for the first time, I would say that, yeah, that feels like that's a very pressure-filled job. Yeah.
Does Malik Willis have any pressure on him
No.
with the Dolphins?
No.
It feels like he had zero, but I think like we've talked about, there is a sneaky pressure on him because it's easy to say in August, like no matter what happens, man, you are all set, you're paid out, and just go out there and ball out and make us feel good over the course of 17 games about 2027. I think that reality is going to be very different if they're, 2-15. It's easy to say it now, but Halfley's employment is going to be in question. Malik Willis, is he really the franchise QB? We're not going to draft Arch Manning or otherwise. I think that once you see 2-15 on a piece of paper, it's going to feel very different.
John David Booty.
So this is the thing with Malik Willis. He actually, starting has the easiest things, like just be competent. If you're just competent, everyone's going to be head over heels. Like, oh, this is so fun to have a competent quarterback again.
Run for a few first downs.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's fun.
Yeah, just don't be a complete F up, right? But then, as the year goes on, and if you're Malik Willis, you're like, I kind of want to stay a starter in the NFL. I like this. So that's when the pressure starts to ratchet up, I think, internally for him, that I got to play well enough to convince these folks upstairs, don't go sniffing around in the draft for a Manning or something or other. Make sure you stick with me. But the reality is, right now to begin the season, oh, my God, this guy's on cloud nine. He can do no wrong other than doing wrong.
Booby Gibson.
So that's tonight. Dolphins, Falcons. I do wonder if Tua steps in it post game, no matter what happens. Like, what's he gonna say post game?
Again, I think they're like, so how did you feel about the booze out there? I didn't really hear him. He's gonna say something like that, or it's like, yeah, I heard a lot more cheers. Actually, he's gonna give us some alternate reality. Which, by the way, I don't think he's lying. I think in his scrambled egg brain, he does hear cheers and probably like people. You're doing great.
That's the ringing, Tua. That's not cheering.
Jeremy, put it on the poll. Is Tua going to claim that he didn't hear the booze tonight?
Bua Tagovailoa.
So I wanna bring something from the NHL yesterday. We're getting closer to hockey, man. Is anyone like super excited for the Panthers like me?
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Roy, you're a credentialed media member.
Yes, I am.
You're just brimming with happiness, Roy, when I bring that up.
Oh, it's Friday.
So Connor Hellebuck, who you may remember before the Panthers signed traded for Jacob Markstrom, the Panthers were rumored to be in on Connor Hellebuck, who might be the best goalie in the NHL. And it was said that he has requested a trade. And, like, every player in the NHL, it seems, has a no-trade clause. So he has to approve the trade. And very similar to Brady Tkachuk, when you have a no-trade clause, like Brady Tkachuk, you just say, yeah, the only team I'm going to approve a trade to is Florida. And so then Ottawa has to trade Brady Tkachuk to Florida. Or they can keep him, but, if you want an untenable situation, otherwise you're trading him to Florida. And so Connor Hellebuck wants to play for the Panthers. Panthers couldn't make the deal happen because he makes a lot of money, and that's a difficult trade. And so they wound, it's a salary cap sport. And it's not like the NBA where it's kind of like a soft salary cap. NHL's a hard salary cap, all right? There's no negotiating it. And so the Panthers ended up going in a different direction, and they traded for Jacob Markstrom. But yesterday, for the first time, Connor Hellebuck spoke, and Connor Hellebuck said, yes, he has in fact asked for a trade. And so yesterday I believe it's on TSN, you have one of the analysts who compares the Florida Panthers to the LA Dodgers.
I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the office of Gary Bettman because, he is kind of shooed away the idea that there's an issue with state taxes and with, Southern teams. And, hey, when they weren't any good, it didn't matter. But if he ends up in Florida, how do you, you've got a Dodgers situation on your hands all of a sudden. You got a lot of teams in the league being like, well, what are we supposed to do? These players are just basically mandating this is the only place they're going, and teams are capitulating and giving it to them.
This is so stupid. For 28 some odd years, no one brought up Florida having no state tax. And that's a reason why the Panthers have an advantage over other teams. The Panthers have an advantage over other teams because they're good. Because they're good and they're really well run. And then you could also add in the, hey, no state tax. But this has been a thing forever, and it's never benefited the Panthers, apparently, until the last few years. But more importantly here, Roy, how is it a Los Angeles Dodgers type situation when there's a salary cap? There's a salary cap. How could it possibly mimic what's going on in baseball where the Panthers just get Connor Hellebuck can say it till he's blue in the face that he wants to go to the Panthers, but there's a salary cap.
Also, the Panthers have nothing that they are willing to part with to give to Winnipeg.
Yeah, I mean, I don't understand. It's such a tired and who was it that it was Paul Bissonnette, right? It was Bissonnette like a couple years ago. It was like, Panthers, NHL.
Yeah, he started the entire thing.
Yeah, the
it was
NHL.
everyone taking less. He's like, these guys, everyone's taking less money because of the taxes.
The NHL may have to do something about this. No state, maybe they have a different type of salary cap for the Florida teams. Get the hell out of here. How could it be anything like the Dodgers? There's a salary cap. How is it anything like that?
Because, again, blur your eyes a little bit, and I understand the specific differences that you're pointing at, but it's Miami, Florida, L.A., people in the Midwest have a chip on their shoulder about those fancy pantses think they're better than us. This perpetuates that when you become a borderline dynasty like the Florida Panthers. People already resent living in South Florida and you think you're better and all of that kind of weird, that vague sort of resentment of people who live in Sunbelt cities and all of that. And then if you make it that, as you say rightly, the thing that really pushes it across the line is they start winning Stanley Cups. And now you're really, really resentful if you're up in Canada, if you're up in Alberta. You think, chicanery, something ain't right here. This ain't fair.
E2 Boosterainen.
I am very excited, though, for the Panthers.
It's going to be fun, man. Everybody's going to hate them.
It's going to be really fun.
Everybody's going to hate them.
You're the evil empire. You're the evil empire, or veering towards that, and you're not an empire just yet, but what you are is the modern-day Broad Street Bullies. That's the other thing people are not going to like. People don't like the style of hockey that the Panthers win with, and that they are doubling down this particular offseason. If people haven't been paying attention, they're just getting heavier and meaner, and they're going to play a on the line, if not across the line, brand of physical hockey that a lot of people don't like.
Panthers.
David Booth.
So if the Panthers are right around the corner, the Heat are also right around the corner. Jeremy, you were ranting and raving this morning about the Miami Heat. What were you saying?
Well, they just signed Nick Richards yesterday.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And so that's their 14th roster spot.
I mean,
They'll
we
keep
like
the
that
15th
as a backup big man?
As your 14th roster spot, I think that's a great pickup. Again, this is a guy who's going to have to vie for minutes behind Bam, Giannis, and Bobby Portis. But in case of emergency, break glass kind of guy, that's a great pickup.
It's also behind Jovic for the time being. Now, Richards is more of a pure center, and that's really the advantage here, which is if you need a big body, you don't have to do the thing with Jovic that he has hated
not a shooter.
in the past years, which is having to play the 5 defensively. Jovic is going to get his opportunity to play the 4 and try to salvage what he's been. But I saw Ethan Skolnick point this out.
What you say?
What this Heat roster looked like around Jimmy Butler the day he was traded, which is, sabotaging everything about 18 months ago. Okay? So this is just a season and a half ago. They went 1 season without having Jimmy, and now this is the roster. So when Jimmy Butler was there, it was Jimmy with Thomas Bryant, Alec Burks, Haywood Highsmith, Jaime Jaquez, Kevin Love, Josh Richardson, Duncan Robinson, Khalil Ware, Tyler Hero, and Terry Rozier.
That roster kind of sucks.
Okay, so the departure of all of those players, plus what ultimately ends up being the total of 3 first-round picks, 18 months later, you've replaced all of that with Giannis, Andrew Wiggins, Klay Thompson, Tim Hardaway Jr., Bobby Portis, Davion Mitchell, and then Simone Fontecchio, Nick Richards, Ryan Conwell, and Myron Gardner.
Look at Ryan Conwell getting a shout-out.
With that, you've kept Bam, Jovic, Drew Smith, a total SPO guy, and Pelle Larsson, who, by the way, I am genuinely of the belief, Pelle Larsson with the leap he took last year, with what this roster is going to be and the role he's going to play, he's going to close games.
Loves Pelle Larsson.
This guy's going to be the 6th man of the year.
Jeremy,
or at least a top 3 candidate.
He's not going to be a 6th man of the year.
He'll finish in, okay, laugh
He's
at me.
not.
He'll finish in the top 3 of 6th man of the year voting for
Now we're
sure.
starting to move it a little bit further
And
down.
I
Top 5 now?
believe he will win. I believe he will win
Can
6th man of the year.
Can you apologize to us for how much you loved that roster that you said that first roster that you just downplayed?
not a good roster.
You loved that roster at the time.
I mean, the team at the time,
Apologize for
with
it.
Jimmy. I'm not going to apologize
Should we
for Jack.
Should we
Shit.
apologize to Jimmy, actually?
Apologize to me.
Apologize to Jimmy. Jimmy had his opportunity. They went into that season in a weird space because of the contract scenario, knowing they weren't going to extend him and were trying to make moves around him to change what was going on there. They felt like if Jimmy brought it that season, that they were going to be willing to extend him.
He didn't bring it.
He went into it doing the absolute opposite of
They
that.
thought that, huh?
Yes. Yes, Chris. I know what happens around the team. I report on the team. Yes. Not me. That's what was going on around the team.
He's so different at a Marlins game.
God. It's the ability to look at what they did then 18 months ago and see where they are now. And this has been a masterclass of how to run an organization and how to bring yourself from a strange space into a new one. Normally, when teams lose a superstar, this is a rebuild that takes years and years and years. And the Heat's ability to go grab another one and overnight completely transform their roster, to me, is really impressive. And I look at what the roster is now. Obviously, they could use one more bucket getter. But the more and more I look at it, and the reason I mentioned Pelle Larsson having an opportunity to be the sixth man of the year is the more I look at what this team looks like, the more I realize ball's going to be in his hands a lot. The ball is going to be in his hands a lot. He's going to need to be a playmaker. He's going to need to get to the line. And with that second unit, he's going to do it a lot. He'll also close out games alongside Giannis and Bam and Andrew Wiggins, and we'll see who that fifth player is going to be. I'm really impressed with what they've been able to do here. I know that's not a shocker coming from me, but seeing them round out this roster with a player like Nick Richards, they have depth. They don't have a ton of repeatable pieces. Everybody has a role. And I can only imagine the way Eric Spoelstra feels about that.
VJ Edgecombe, Dylan Harper. There's a lot of six-man candidates out there.
You think VJ
you wouldn't have thought
you
would not have thought Jaime Jaquez Jr. was going to be the second player in Sixth Man of the Year last year by any means going into it. And Eric Spoelstra maximized what that player is. I'm telling you, on a team that is going to actually be better than many in the national media are predicting. This guy is going to play a gigantic role. He's going to play big minutes. He's going to close down the stretch. And Pelle Larsson is going to be a name that all of you know. He's going to have huge games. He's going to have huge moments in the playoffs. And we'll see how you guys feel about laughing at me then.
Market price for Pelle Larsson to win Sixth Man of the Year.
Go on, plus $1 million.
DraftKings Sports, available now in all 50 states. That means yours. Plus 15,000.
I can't believe there's even a number.
Right behind, he's right behind DeAnthony Melton, Neek Clifford, Cody Williams, right next to Obi Toppin, Baylor Shireman.
He's behind Cody Williams?
He's behind Cody Williams.
Right.
Well, he's tied.
I mean, what are
they're
we
both
doing?
plus 15,000.
Okay, DK.
Guy Santos.
Oh,
Can I ask you something?
Tristan Da Silva.
Let's first of all, let's let it be known. I like Pelle Larsson a lot, but do you think there's a person in the world who has
Karis
put
LeVert?
something on Pelle Larsson plus 15,000?
Probably
to
Ethan
win Sixth
Skolnick.
Man of the Year?
Yeah, probably Ethan Skolnick.
If he does.
When I say it like that, what I mean is, if I'm Scott McCullough, my emphasis
What
is...
about Clayton?
What about Clayton?
Or Clayton, I'm sorry.
Who is Scott McCullough?
You know, I have a friend named Scott
That's
McCullough.
my
I'm
mom's
sorry.
coworker's husband.
I have a... Okay, I'm sorry.
No way.
Apologies. Okay.
Can we call him and ask what he would have done in that spot?
Please. You have his number, Chris?
That's funny.
Try it again.
I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry to both McCulloughs. But if I'm the manager, my emphasis is this kid deserves a once-in-a-career shot at a perfect game. My emphasis is not, you know what, we have a 4% better chance to win if we go to the
what
bullpen.
are the things, now that you're making the list, what are the things more important than winning? Because I do agree with him. I do think there are rare instances where you can prioritize the individual over the team, and this would be one of them because it's not even a no-hitter. Like, that time is past in baseball. There are a lot of bullpen no-hitters, and in fact, I don't even think that they get very much fanfare anymore because of how it is you've cheapened the no-hitter when it's 6 bullpen guys walking 6. But a perfect game, 27 batters faced, your team doesn't make any errors, you don't walk anybody, nobody reaches base. There have only been 24 of those ever. And he was 6 outs away. Do you guys hear a lot of arguments on the other side of this? Is this about as close as you will come to consensus in sports, where most sports fans are like, oh, come on, they used to throw 130 pitches. You got to let him finish that game. I'm tired of all of these maximizations of efficiency that steal the sport's soul by doing silly sort of math instead of like giving a young pitcher a chance at immortality.
I mean, almost every Marlin fan reaction that I saw wanted Yuri Perez to at least have a shot at getting 6 more outs. It's why it was so weird. Like, the Marlins television guy, Kyle Sealaff, called Marlins fans brain dead.
Yeah, he
who
did.
felt that way.
He did.
What?
Yeah,
brain dead.
Yeah, he apologized for it. He walked it back, but yes, he was castigating the audience in a way that was dismissive, and he then apologized.
They have a dead brain, Greg.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
What?
There you go. There's a rumor that may make the catchphrase countdown. Right, and the committee has met on this, and the reason it qualifies for the catchphrase countdown is that although that just sounds like gibberish, what it is a repeat of the word what.
Tony, you got to work on yours because it does have that.
Well, he's the
parrot.
master, though.
I know, but
Mine's lacking the parrot.
Well, you can try to upgrade your game.
What?
Yes, it's a series of 8 was, WHU, followed by a what?
My ear is killing me. But this episode of the Dan Le Batard Show is presented by DraftKings Sports. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
What a plot twist.
So, have you ever heard of the game Grand Theft Auto?
Oh, I love
You mean
Grand Theft
GTA?
Auto.
Sure.
Did you know that there was is a Grand Theft Auto 5? Yes?
Yeah, that happened like 10 years ago.
Well, would you be interested if I told you that Grand Theft Auto 6 is about to come out?
What?
Say word.
Yep, that's right. GTA 6 is coming out. The trailer actually dropped, I think, yesterday.
Trailer.
And people are freaking out over this trailer. Because like you said, it's been how many years since GTA 5?
Over a decade.
Aren't there all kinds of NBA jokes? It's like, oh, we're really going to get the next GTA before Joel Embiid gets out of the second round, right?
Well, the joke usually goes something like, oh, unbelievable, we got a Knicks championship before we got GTA 6.
Yeah, right. Something like that. So Grand Theft Auto, and correct me if I'm wrong, it started out as just a game where you're stealing cars, right? Hence Grand Theft Auto.
You can always punch people too, I believe.
Right, but the crux of the plot was you're stealing cars,
There
right?
was no plot. Like it was those bird's eye view, and it was just like, hey, we need you to steal a red. Well, it won't be a Pontiac, whatever. It'll be whatever they call a Pontiac. And like, okay, you go find the car, you rob it, you steal it, and you take it to a chop shop. It's like, okay, now you got to go find a blue. And that was the whole game. And then over time, it grew into this thing that had like a storyline and a plot and all that stuff.
Then you put in the cheat code, and then a helicopter just appears right there.
Wasn't one year where it was like the plot was Scarface, right? It was like it's taking place here, Vice City, right?
Vice City.
That was it? I got that right?
That's right.
Because I played Grand Theft Auto, but man, like, when did the first one come out? Probably like 20-some-odd years ago,
Like
right?
1998, I want to say.
25 plus years. That's probably when I played, you know? All right, so GTA 6 is coming out. It's a really big deal. Andy Cortez is the host at Kinda Funny Games on YouTube. He also has the Kinda Funny podcast. He covers video games, all right? And Andy, thank you for joining us. And you already got a sneak peek at GTA 6, correct?
That's right, Zaz. Yeah, it was a big invitation to go down to Scotland. It was a much more closed off event than all the other events I've been to whenever we go preview these video games. So it was one of those like, holy, they're letting us in? Like, what the hell? Because it's like trying to get into the Pentagon at Rockstar. It's just like one of the most closed off things ever. So it was a gigantic honor to be able to go to Scotland and check it out.
I thought you go over to Scotland, not
Yeah,
down to
Or
Scotland.
up
Down,
to Scotland.
huh?
How are you going down to
I
Scotland?
wouldn't have said down.
Oh, I mean, it depends on what like hemisphere we're talking and things like that. So that's usually what I
Talking Hems.
This hemisphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Andy, don't let him box you in, man. It's all a construct. North, south, east. So who cares? What way is
I
up
don't-
in space?
The Lord's hemisphere.
I don't pay attention to any of it, guys. I just stick with what I'm born with, you know.
Attaboy.
Put it on the poll, Juju. Can you go down to Scotland? Andy, how did you get this invite?
Okay, so it's a weird one. It's kind of a weird story, but whenever you go to these big gaming events, and it's like, come preview this big next video game. We're over here. We're doing an event in New York. We're doing an event in LA or whatever. And it's normally about 30 to 40 people from all over press, and then the Twitch streamers, Instagram, TikTokers, all that stuff. And this one was like a crazy closed off event where only 4 streamers were invited. And then we were one of maybe 4 press outlets, which is freaking nuts. I just can't believe we had that level of access. We do a game show where we rip off the Family Feud, and I won one of the episodes, and the reward was you'll be the one to go preview GTA 6. And it was like, whoa, shit, that's a really awesome reward. And so I won it, and then Rockstar saw the episode, and then Rockstar, the developers, and then they hit up my boss, Greg Miller, and were like, we want you to come to Scotland, and also we want you to bring Andy because he won that game show, and we really liked that. That was a lot of, we thought it was really funny, so.
That is pretty awesome. So Andy Cortez, Kinda Funny Games, got to go to the Rockstar Games in Scotland and watch 3 hours of Grand Theft Auto 6 gameplay. Your first impressions of GTA 6 were what?
I mean, it's freaking nuts. There's a reason why Rockstar is who they are and why they are one of the highest grossing companies ever. You know, we're talking about nowadays it's a big success if a game sells 6 million copies, 5 million copies, and Grand Theft Auto 5 has sold 220 million copies, and Red Dead Redemption 2 has sold 80 million copies. Like, this is it's a really, really big deal.
Will this be the biggest? Will this be the biggest game release ever?
Ever. Absolutely. There's no doubt about it. And I'm sure their investors are extremely stoked about that because the game has been in development since probably right after their most recent game was being developed, Red Dead Redemption 2, which came out in 2018. So it's been in the oven for quite some time with thousands of employees and just an insane amount of budget. It's definitely going to make the most money, and it's definitely the game that's cost the most to make.
Andy, we're down here in Miami. We're up here in Miami, maybe. I don't know, depending on what direction you're at. Over here in Miami. There you go. Everyone keeps saying that this game is super realistic. It's super realistic to Miami. I don't know. I know you've probably only seen a little bit of gameplay, but from what you've seen, is there constant construction and is traffic awful at all hours of the day? That's how I'll know it's realistic.
I mean, I would say the level of realism kind of comes from the way that the just citizens in the world are reacting to you. That's where a lot of the budget goes to, and that's where a lot of the facade of a video game falls apart when you are playing a game and you're trying to be immersed, and then you bust out a gun and then people just keep on walking by you like normal. But it like this team Rockstar is so gigantic. They started a studio only to work on the citizens in the game, not to work on story or the environment. They just started a studio and probably have like several hundred people there only working on, let's try to make all these citizens feel extremely unique and responsive to you, and give them all a schedule. They get up to go to work at this hour. It's just the most insane, elaborate video game ever being made. And I didn't see a whole lot of construction, but it was really awesome where we started off this presentation. They show us the Netflix thing. They're like, this is what we want to show off, by the way. We're like, damn, I bet you Netflix paid, an arm and a leg for that. And it was mainly them being like, no, we went to Netflix. It wasn't about a money thing. It was about, we want people to watch this on a big screen. People that maybe aren't gamers, people that maybe only watch, Breaking Bad and maybe like good drama or whatever. And so the level of detail in this world is just absolutely nuts. It's ridiculous what they're doing here.
Andy, what's the craziest or funniest thing you saw in the game in the preview that you got to watch?
That's a great question. So I would say there's two of them. And this was kind of a weird event, right? Because normally when you go to a game event, you're there in the same place with everybody else. But this time it was just, hey, Andy and Greg, we're going to fly you two out only. You're going to come to our offices. And so as we're experiencing, we see the Netflix thing and then they go, all right, let's boot up the game. And you guys can't play it, but I'm sitting here playing it right in front of you and you tell me what to do. And so the level of there was one moment where we went to go try to steal money from a convenience store, and which is what you're going to be doing. You're playing these two characters. They're boyfriend and girlfriend at the time, and you are on the run constantly. You need money. You need to survive. And so we go to try to hold up a convenience store, try to steal money from it. And as we are breaking into the convenience store, we're prepping for this little heist or whatever, getting the weapons, putting the bandana on our face. And as soon as we walk up to the cash register, another lady from behind knocks us out of the way and proceeds to try to steal from the convenience store. And is like, give me your money, give me your money. And we're like, what? And they freaked out. The developers freaked out. And to be honest with you, at a lot of these gaming events, you're like, okay, you probably planned that. You're trying to really impress us. I get that. Like, I'm sure every other outlet that's coming to see this game may have seen the same thing we did. And no, nobody else reported on that. That only happened in our playthrough. This game is all about, like, they want all of these random in-world events to feel so unique. So a random lady comes to try to steal money from the cash register, from the cashier. We end up knocking her out. And then we hold up our gun to the cash register to the cashier, and the cashier's like, she goes, another one? Like, there's two people? What that? She freaks out. She ends up running out of the store and leaving. And we were able to then steal all the money from there. And then when you steal the money, you got to go back into the back room and steal the security tape and everything. It's unbelievable.
Andy, one of my favorite shows on TV of all time was Westworld season 1. That's why I love Red Dead Redemption, is because it feels like Westworld. But the way you're describing what just happened, it reminds me of Westworld when they started doing the reveries, and it's like, wait, how did the robot? It's not supposed to happen. How do they do that on their own? Like, how do they have like free will and stuff? Is that basically what you're describing to me? Is that the NPCs, while non-playable, are actually doing stuff?
Yes, and that's a big reason why they have a massive team only working on that. Rockstar's made up of like 5 different studios, so to be able to allocate resources to only work on how these NPCs behave. These are NPCs with lives that have a schedule, that walk on this old couple maybe just walks on the beach and gets up like at 6 a.m. That guy, is a Twitch streamer and will be on his phone and might stop you for an interview like you see in street, TikToks or Instagram reels. All of these NPCs are made to feel insanely unique, and a big goal of them at Rockstar is like, we don't want people to experience things over and over again. We don't want you to see that same moment happen multiple times to where it starts to feel like, oh yeah, that's the moment where that NPC. There was another moment we were playing where they were driving down the highway for us, and there was a helicopter nearby, like a police helicopter with the lights shining down. They were looking for a criminal, and it's nighttime, and you heard over the loudspeaker, over like the PA from the helicopter saying, "There's a furry on the loose," or "Beware, there's a furry on the loose." And we were like, "Did we hear that? We hear that? Right? There's a furry on the loose?" And they're like, "Yeah, we got to go see that. That's a really cool in-world event." We were not able to get there because the highway didn't have enough exits, and we couldn't exit off the highway in time to be able to see that in-world event. But yes, all of these NPCs are so unique, and they all have their kind of regimens and what they do, and it's absolutely nuts.
Probably got caught in the palmetto between 130, 103rd,
Yep.
and then the next exit, and you're
I can
trying to
see
get
that.
there, and the Gratney Parkway is going east to west, and you're like, what are we doing
It's
here?
a problem.
Of course.
Andy, and when the game comes out, first of all, when is the game coming out? And when it comes out, how many hours straight will you spend on it?
Well, the nature of the job for me is like whoever. Well, first off, I hope we get a lot of game keys, because a lot of studios will maybe only send one code, and we have to be able to, like, all right, who's going to be the one to play it? Who's the one reviewing it? So I really, really hope that I'm able to review it and maybe get the code for us. I don't know when that day is, but it'll be the nature of the job to, like, all right, you are playing this. Take off time from the shows if you need to, and maybe don't, be playing other games. You are just dedicated to this right now. So they said it's about 80 hours to complete, which is pretty nuts. The game comes out November 19th.
So it's still a while. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, it's still a while. And I'm at least hoping that there's going to be another event where they invite press out and maybe we could go actually play the thing. But either way, it was still insanely cool to see just 2.5 to 3 hours of just, no holds barred. Just, we're playing the game. What do you want us to go do? And we'll go do it.
Andy, did they tell you about any quirks they're trying to work out, the stuff that still isn't finished, or is it complete and we're just waiting for November?
No. They are still they will be working on this right up until game time. And obviously they mentioned to us, we could work on this forever, and we want to try to fix everything as much as possible. But as we were playing stuff, it was so cool to have the director with one of his developers behind him on a computer as he's, the director's playing the game, and there would be a bug. You as your character were with your girlfriend Lucia. You play a guy named Jason who looks a lot like Tony. I got that a lot from our community. Jason, he walked up to an ATM because you have a bank account and you have cash on you. And if you ever die with the cash on you in the game, that cash is gone. So you want to deposit the money to make it safe. So he walked up to the ATM, and Lucia was standing in front of the ATM, and she wasn't moving out of the way. And the director was like, "Hey, write this down. She's got to move. She needs to know to get out of the way as one of these computer characters, one of these NPCs. That AI needs to fix that." We were seeing all these kind of different bugs in real time that weren't the most insane things at all, but there was a moment where a dude gets shot in the head, and as he's falling backwards and the physics are moving, his sunglasses clip through his head and they go through his head backwards.
Oh, boo.
Boo, broken game, right?
Fix
Give me
that.
a refund. But in that moment, the director's like, "Hey, glasses," and he's doing like that. "Glasses, write that down. And it's like their attention to detail is just otherworldly. It's crazy.
Andy, I've got a two-part question for you. One, has anybody ever told you that you have a cadence in the sound of George Sedano? Yeah. Because back here, it's blowing my mind, dude. The way that you talk, the way that you say things and enunciate, I'm like, dude, I can close my eyes and I can hear Sedano. That's one. So I'll put a pin in that. Two,
He's the GOAT. Yeah.
as a fan, wow, he's the GOAT.
Wow.
Zaz, better than you, Zaz. That's what he said.
All right.
Okay. Hollywood Sedano. As the second part of the question, as a card-carrying member of the Galactic Fascist Federation with your leader Wemby, how do you feel about the Spurs this year?
God. I mean, I didn't think you bring up a subject that tough so early on in the morning. It's 7 a.m. for me, Tony. So I don't know why you try to fire me up like this. But I mean, cover athlete, We're going to win it all this year. Some more veteran leadership. I had to be in New York the week that the Spurs won, or the Spurs lost. The week that the Spurs lost, I was in New York, and it was just a depressing time for me. So, like, I still haven't gotten over it. But thanks for bringing up those old wounds, man. I appreciate that.
But I gave you the compliment of George Sedano, so we balanced it out.
I mean, he is the GOAT. I don't know why I say he's the GOAT. I think he's cool. I don't know why I
It's a
gave
weird
him that
thing to
high of a
say.
compliment.
Hey, walked it back.
Yeah.
It's the rope.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's a bathrobe.
I'm gonna text Sedano. You said he was the GOAT, and then you took it back.
It was warranted.
Took it back
I
really
think.
quick, actually. Andy Cortez, you can catch him, Kind of Funny Games YouTube show, also the Kind of Funny podcast, and on his Twitch at Andy Cortez. Really fun stuff, Andy. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it, man.
Of course, guys. Been a fan since 2013 or something. So this is an honor.
All
Just
right.
the rants.
Thank you.
There you go. Thanks,
Thank
Andy.
you.
Let me ask you something. Dave, by the way, you were excellent there with Andy. But is this the kind of game that's like, is this hard to play? Because I used to play video games, all right, when I was younger. And then like 5 or 6 years ago, my son is like, hey, you want to play Madden with me? I'm like, my boys both have video games. And I'm like, yeah, let's play Madden. I used to love Madden. And
They have their own video games? Wow.
yeah,
Pretty big.
Yeah, and now I'll play with him. I pick up the control. I can't even complete a pass. Like I'm awful. I can't. The buttons. It's like too much at one time for me now.
Is there a game named like Zaz 3.0 and Zaz 3.1 or something like that?
No, I don't even know what you're doing there.
Well, you said they have video games. I'm like, wow, that's pretty cool to have.
Yeah, they have their own video games.
Your
Yes,
own video game.
Dave,
Wow.
do you understand what I'm saying?
I do, and you know what makes me feel better about me, and maybe this will help you too, Zaz. Have you noticed that the uber modern games and how confusing they are and everything? Kids now are deferring to games that look very much like the games of 40 years ago.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
That's what they vibe to is some version of Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, it's all like the lateral, like your character is going from left to right or vice versa, and driving games and all the fancy stuff that goes into these games is being set aside in favor of like the more straightforward games that we can relate to.
Dave Damashek, we park our cars in the same garage because my kids annoy me because they won't play cool games like that. They play.
This game looks incredible.
They play Minecraft and they play this game called Undertale, and then there's another one from the makers of Undertale, and it's exactly what Dave is describing. It looks like it's an Atari. It's flat, and it's like a lot of and it's like, hey, person, do this. Do you want to do this or do you want to do this? Like it's the Oregon Trail or some shit. And I'm like, guys, we live in the era of like 8K and like lifelike realistic stuff. Like, why don't you guys play like Indiana Jones or the Harry Potter game or whatever? Nope. They just love this stupid little game, and they're obsessed with it, and it angers me, Zaz. It angers me because they're like, do you want to play? I'm like, no, I don't want to play this boring-looking-ass game that I would have loved 40 years ago.
Style over substance, Amin. You know, we peaked as a video gaming society with NHL 94, and now we can have fancier looking graphics and everything, but that doesn't change the fact that the best of the best remains what happened 30 years ago.
Brother, let me tell you something. I spent how many days in LA? I would go. This would be my schedule, literally. I would go. I would do the jump at 12. I would do Sports Nation at 1. I would get out basically at 2. And from 2 o'clock to like 11 o'clock, because I had a little desk there and I had my PS4 in there, I was playing Red Dead Redemption like 8-9 hours straight.
So bosses would walk by and then what would you
the
do?
cubicle is kind of off to the
It'd
side.
be like,
No
my
one
guy
can
is
see.
grinding.
It would go from light to dark. The cleaning people would be coming by, and I was just locked in. Locked in on what? Trying to hit that legendary alligator down by, what's it called? Saint Denis, which is basically New Orleans. Oh, my God. You have not lived until you have thrown your entire life into Red Dead Redemption 2 and just became a cowboy and learned how to fish and hunt and stuff like that.
Yeah. That was you.
Amin, I have really fun news from Dave Damashek. Dave, why don't you tell all of us the movie you finally got around to seeing?
Well, the other day realized, there's someone pretty important in my life that I've been ignoring lately, and his name is Dave Damashek. And so I treated that guy to a matinee Just me. Went over to the matinee and saw The Odyssey.
Yeah.
At long last, and for all the hype around it, I really get concerned. I fell into this trap with the Ryan Gosling movie earlier this year that it was so hyped. Oh my goodness!
Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary. Oh, The Martian, director of The Martian. I was like, oh, this is going to be a good movie. And I saw it, and I was like, this is the movie everybody's going gaga for? It's a buddy picture with a rock. Unsatisfying to Dave. But The Odyssey. Oh, what a movie.
What a movie.
What a movie.
What a movie. What did you love the most about it?
I think of all the chapters along their way, the Cyclops was great. I mean, there were so many great layers, but I'm just thinking about it as an adventure movie, as an action movie before you get into, the greater meaning and all of that. My favorite stop for them was either the Cyclops or the Giants, whose names I can't remember, but that was a badass crew that dispatched them pretty quick as they made their way. By the way, I always think in any war movie, even in a mythical one, I would be one of, if not the first one dead. That would be my fate. I wouldn't get left behind when Matt Damon's like, I need people and we're doing a thing. I would definitely, my luck is bad enough that I would make the cut and have to go to war. But and there wouldn't be like, oh, he has an arched, he has an arch in his foot, or he has bone spurs or whatever. I would get into the army, or I would get dragged along with Matt Damon on the Odyssey, but then I would be the first one dead. And at the end of the war, they would be like, you remember that Jew? Remember him? Just like with the annoying voice. Like, yeah, vaguely I do. Yeah, like he was the first one dead. That was sad.
Did Argus make you cry?
No, but listen, the gravity of the last 20, 30 minutes was
so good.
Was pretty strong.
It's so come on, stringing that bow. Dave, you know about stringing that bow?
Bong. I like that he had to abide by it when he was about to shoot the deer. He's like, rules are rules, man.
What a scene.
And then the deer ended up being a naked dude with an arrow in his ass.
Yeah. A witch. A witch.
Amin, that's a good opportunity. Your time to shine here. You have a top 5, right?
I do have a top 5. So I went to see The Odyssey, and
Stayed awake?
I stayed awake the entire time. It held my attention the whole time. I didn't feel sleepy one bit. I loved it. I feel bad about being like people are hyping it up, but I don't feel bad about shitting on 70 millimeter. Totally irrelevant. But before you watch a movie, you get to the movies early, see trailers.
Love trailers.
And so there were a lot of trailers before.
Every movie, what would you say the average time is now before the movie actually starts? We're going at least 25 minutes.
30 minutes.
Yeah.
Because they also slip in these ads. These Coca-Cola, we get it. I'm drinking Coke, man. You don't have to do ads anymore. Trust me. I'm not going to go get a Pepsi. I'm going to get a Coke. Like, they keep throwing these ads, especially at the movie theater, like, okay, I get it. Coke. Got it. Message received. But
when I'm running late, that's when there's no fucking.
All right, good job. I mean, continue.
God. It's Friday, Chris.
Wow.
It's all right.
Whoa. Trailers. I was the one yelling trailers in the background. There's no trailers when you're late for a movie.
I mean, why do they have to show ads for the movie theater when you're in the movie theater? That's very strange.
Yes, AMC. Right, AMC with
Let it go,
Nicole
Chris.
Kidman.
Let it go.
That's a tough one, Zaz.
Nicole Kidman trying to tell me about the magic of theaters. Like, I don't need that. I'm already here, lady. You didn't have to sell me.
Nicole Kidman, that's an all-timer. Don't give me the rest of it. The little roller coaster, all that stuff. But Nicole Kidman telling me the magic of cinema.
I get it, man. You don't have to sell me. I'm here. Like, you should do that ad somewhere else. It's not even preaching to the choir. It's a warden talking to inmates. I'm already here. These were the top 5 trailers I saw before The Odyssey. I got to know a lie, folks. By any means. I was like, this is not great. It looks very formulaic. It's a buddy cop, black guy, white guy. They're trying to find some racist dude in the Klan, the mob.
Oh, that's Mark Wahlberg?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and Yahya Abdul-Mateen,
Yeah.
two actors I really like. It just felt like a very formulaic movie based on the trailer, hence the OLI. Number 5, I don't like horror movies, but this Other Mommy, I might be sold on watching it.
Here's the problem. How is it not called Other Mother?
Yeah, I thought the same thing. But also, the other thing I thought of is this is the key the Jordan Peele movie, remember Us or whatever it was called? Where it's like there's doppelgangers of everyone.
Yeah.
Like, we've already seen this movie with black people, then thus making it better, by the way.
By the way, there was the Jennifer Lawrence movie, Mother. That's probably why they didn't go with the other Mother suggestion that you went with there.
Oh, that's like why,
But it's the other.
the point.
Right, because it's like Mother, but
No,
it's the other one.
But it
So you
sounds
can't
like
say
a
it.
sequel. It sounds like a sequel. That's
that would
why
be a
they didn't-
great
No,
sequel.
you can't have
name.
another one.
Another Mother.
That should have been the
That's
sequel.
the sequel, not Other Mother. There you go. Number 4. I heard about this. I heard about people talking about it. I'm like, this sounds dumb. Why are they doing this sequel? It's been run into the ground. And then I watched the trailer. I said, you know what? Maybe. Fokker-in-Law.
It looks funny, right?
Yeah, so now the son of Ben Stiller has grown up, and he's dating a girl.
Ariana Grande.
Yeah, but Ben Stiller's trying to do the same thing that De Niro did to him and be kind of tough on her. But turns out she's way more of a hard ass than he ever is. And so her and Robert De Niro start bonding and hating Ben Stiller. I'm like, yo.
My fear is that we've seen the best of what the movie has to offer in the trailer.
I don't know. Maybe, but that trailer was funny, man. When he spits his food into De Niro's mouth, it's funny.
Number 3, Whale Fall.
That movie looks crazy, right?
Again, sounds like a dumb premise.
The octopus in the whale's mouth?
I heard about it. Sounded like a dumb premise. And then I saw the trailer and saw this guy get swallowed whole by a whale.
I'm in.
Who among us, right? 3 a.m.?
I'm in.
Number 2.
It's an octopus in the whale's mouth. So there's tentacles coming out of the whale's mouth.
And the octopus is a hater because the guy tries to sit away. He's like, no, you don't. It wraps its tentacle around the dude's leg. Like, if I'm here, you're here too.
I got to see that. I got to know what happens.
Number 2. I Play Rocky. Oh,
yeah.
all the goosebumps.
Yeah.
All the goosebumps watching that.
Yeah.
Stallone having to fight for his script, having to use a fake name, and people say, just go use your regular name. And they say, he's too dumb or whatever. And he's like, I wrote the script, and if I don't get to be in it, then you don't get to make it. And they keep upping the number.
Well,
50.
he says, I play Rocky, and the guy goes, I don't know what that means.
I'm really excited about that one.
Yep.
And
Yuck! Who gives a shit? What a movie about making a movie?
Yeah.
How about just make a documentary? What do I need the fictionalized somebody cast to play Sly Stallone?
Yeah.
I don't know if everybody heard Sly Stallone is still alive. You could just talk to him.
He's 80
on camera. All right. I mean, who gives a shit about the making of Rocky? And I love Rocky.
And the number 1. Actually, wait, hold on. Before I go to number 1, do you guys watch that show that had Miles Teller in it that was about the making of The Godfather?
I did not, but I know what that is.
It's great.
It's great, but the guy that plays Pacino in that, who plays Pacino perfectly, does the voice perfectly, he's the one that plays Stallone in this movie, and he does the voice perfectly, and he looks just like him. Maybe I can't tell Italians apart. The guy who plays Apollo Carl Weathers also looks and sounds just like him. Really well done.
Movie looks
casting.
really good.
And the number 1 movie trailer that I saw that I'm 10 toes deep. This one is actually going to get me to the theater, folks.
Wow.
Maybe opening night like Jonathan Zaslow. You know about that Digger?
Now, is that movie called Diggler?
Digger. I can say it with lots of gusto.
I don't even know what to make of that movie.
Dude, I didn't know what it was about. We doing this bit over here, and I was like, it's a funny bit. I know Tom Cruise has a new movie called...
It looks crazy.
Then I saw the trailer, and Tom Cruise in the prosthetics and all that stuff, and I'm like, oh, my God. This guy's incredible. He's the greatest actor of our time.
We have Gaunt, John Goodman.
Well, that's how he's been looking. I don't know if you watched. But that's how he's been looking if you watch like Righteous Gemstones.
I know, but I don't like the way he looks.
So
a lot of weight.
You didn't go to the Men's Warehouse?
No, he didn't.
You didn't like the way
I can
he looks.
guarantee it.
Kim Scataboo.
Chris, how you feeling about talking right now?
He's shaking his head no.
Yeah.
For the audio audience there.
Yeah. That's a good list, I mean. That's
Thank
good.
you.
That's a good job.
Are you?
out of
What are you most excited about?
Well, I mean, Avengers Doomsday.
Oh, you come
Saw
on.
the trailer for that too when I watched Spider-Man. I like Spider-Man. It was good.
Yeah.
But
But I'm also really into I Am Rocky. It looks fantastic. Yeah.
I don't care about that, but back to the Doomsday. What is the story now? So Robert Downey Jr. So Tony Stark is Doomsday?
Here's the thing. This is a crazy concept, Dave. I hope you're able to follow along here. Got to go see the movie.
But do you know the answer? I know you're snarking at me, Zaz, but for real, is that because it's so weird that you would have it's not like he went from DC to Marvel, but Chris Evans is Captain America and the Human Torch. It's ridiculous that they couldn't figure out another actor to play two superheroes in the same universe.
They're not the
They're
same
not in the
universe.
same
They're
universe.
not the same
That's
universe.
why. That's why it's called the cinematic universe, because the Chris
They're
Evans
in the Marvel universe.
the Marvel Cinematic Universe. It defines it as
understand.
one thing. So when Chris Evans played the Human Torch, that was not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. In the same way that, Kraven and Madam Web are not in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. They're just shitty movies based on Marvel characters.
Craven's not a shitty movie. I like that movie a lot.
Awful.
Nope, you're wrong.
Awful.
I've watched it
But
several
isn't
times. matter of
Tony
fact.
Stark? I'm not talking about Robert Downey Jr. I'm talking about Tony Stark. Isn't he somehow Doomsday in the Marvel universe?
Okay,
Okay,
I
so
thought-
first of all, hold on, let me do this. Dave Damashek, did you never read comic books growing up? You never heard of Doctor
read
Doom?
some. I was a Batman guy.
Yeah, why are you calling him Doomsday?
His name is Dr. Doom. He went
Dr.
to
Doom,
college. He
forgive
went
me.
to university. He got a graduate degree. Not for you to call him Doomsday, for you to refer him as Dr. Doom. Number one. Number two, this is the great mystery that we're all going to find out. Because the theory is, in the multiverse, somehow, Victor Von Doom, a.k.a. Dr. Doom, looks exactly like Tony Stark, and that's what's going to blow everyone's minds in the movie, in universe. Like, wait a second, you look like my buddy Tony. He's like, I do not know who Tony is. He's got a little weird accent and stuff. So that's the part that this
Because he's
is
from Latveria.
Latveria, that's right.
You may continue.
Yeah, I'll see it.
Yeah, that's how you find out the questions that you have, by seeing it. That's how you get answers to movies.
Is
To
Chris
anything.
okay?
Count me in.
No, Chris is lying down now on a couch outside the studio because he's quit speaking for the day. Because it was a rough, I don't even know what he was trying to say. He's bad at talking.
It's just tough. Like, he's had a tough week. You need.
He missed several days this week.
I know, but that's bad, right? Like, most people, you miss days. He's like, oh, I'm rested. I'm relaxed. I can come back and be great at my job. In Chris's case, when he misses days, he's doing activities during those days that will negatively affect him. He's actually better off working every single day than taking any days off.
Yeah, he has no confidence right now. Very, very low confidence.
Look at him. He looks
terrible.
I've never seen him this emotional.
Yeah.
His eyes are welling up.
Mm-hmm. I don't even know if he's blinking.
Does a man sleep? Does a man side sleep in the manner that Chris Cody is right now?
On the couch.
Curled up.
On the couch. How else are you going to sleep?
With his arms crossed.
Oh,
On
maybe
your
not.
back.
I told you how
On your
I sleep.
back, like a vampire.
Well, that's close to how I sleep, like this, Dave.
Like
on my
what?
back, like this.
Do you? Hands up, eh?
Yeah, that's how I sleep. On my back with my hands up.
What are you getting ready for?
I'm not getting ready for anything. This is comfortable to me.
I feel like you're gonna pop up like
That's how I sleep.
You know what I do that's weird is I said sleep like a vampire, but I actually do I do bat arms.
I
Does
do that
anybody
also.
else do that?
Yep.
Show
Do
me
you?
bat
Like
arms.
Like do your wrists hurt? Well, I do this kind of like not like Dracula with his arms folded for his sleep during the day. I literally bend my arm, like I press my arm down into the mattress.
Oh, like
kind of thing,
Tua.
and my wrist. Yeah, right. Yeah, basically I'm fencing. Right. I sleep for the 6 hours I sleep each night in the fencing position.
Are your wrists sore? Yeah, they have to be sore.
Yes,
to get up,
very. It's weird. I don't know what to make of it, but I am aware that I'm not the only person who does
You had
that.
to say, Dave, why
I
does
guess
your
a
wrist
lot of
hurt?
people
I
do.
slept weird. It's got
I know.
wrists hurting.
It's got the gout. It's getting grim. It's getting grim, Zaz.
Emeka Egbuka.
I got to play this for you here, Dave. I don't know if you saw this yesterday. So the Seattle Seahawks, they have a new owner. All right, finally the Allen family, the Allen Trust, right, the estate, they have new owners there. The Seattle Seahawks and the Seahawks owners, new owner, the family, they were introduced to the media yesterday. All right, and you tell me if you've ever heard an owner. Now, it makes sense that you can have a guy who buys a football team and he's a football fan, he's an NFL fan. He probably had a favorite team as well. But have you ever heard an owner say something like this?
I also happened to come to this country in '76 when the Steelers were winning the Super Bowl. So actually, I was originally and still am a big Steelers fan. Also, a little known fact, but I still watch all the Steelers games too.
That's wonderful.
It is a wild thing. Much like you guys are all so young, you probably don't even remember the height of the 80s Lakers versus Celtics thing when it kind of divided a basketball nation. You either rooted for the Celtics or the Lakers, in addition to whatever your local basketball collective was. In the 70s, that was even more so. To this very day, people come up to me and say, like, you and I don't get along. Why is that? Because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan and you're a Steelers guy. Those roots sank so deep for people who are watching football in the 70s. You had your team and either the fancy pantses with the star on the side of their hats or the team built on brawn, where might is right, the black and gold, not black and yellow, Pittsburgh Steelers. The question is, though, if I went to a store and I wanted to buy a red T-shirt, and they're like, sorry, red is too popular, it's all sold out, but we have this brown one, you'd be like, yeah, good enough, just give me the brown one. I can't imagine spending billions and billions of dollars on not your favorite football team.
Oh, I see where it is. It's his cheeks are looser. That's what it is.
That's it.
What?
No, you got to start off a little higher.
You know, it's a Cody thing. The Codys can do it.
Can you do it?
Can you do it? Let me see. That's
Okay,
more
that's a
chicken.
chick-
That's
that's
chicken
more
than
chicken.
pig.
Do it again. Let me hear you.
That was a bub sound.
I was trying to show off. Go ahead,
Yeah,
do
you
it.
got to go. Better. That's my boy.
By the way, I've gotten Scott McCullough's number. I'm going to text him.
All right. Well, no, just call him. Let's call
Call him. I haven't talked to this guy in 15 years.
Just say it's Chris Cody.
call
and
Oh,
like
just
that.
okay. Yeah, this is
No,
a normal thing to
I
say.
want to hear. I want him to pick up the phone and go, Scott.
My dad
how you
confused
doing?
you with the Marlins manager.
Chris Cody.
Do it on speaker right
let's
here.
let's do the whole thing.
Hey, it's Chris Cody.
And we'll let him know he's on air.
Yes,
We're old
yes,
friends.
Yes.
All right, here we
Just,
go.
hey, this is Chris Cody. Call me back.
These are the dangers of doing some of these things live.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Oh,
Give him the reason. Give him a long
Chris
reason.
Cody calling about the Miami Marlins.
Scott's going to hear that and go, what?
Stay on the line.
Please stay on the line. So we'll see if we get through.
I would have liked it more.
Holding music.
He's gonna be like Chris Cody, the Marlins. How's Beth?
Just go right into the question.
Why? Hey, it's Chris.
Okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
I'm sorry, this person is not available.
Chris, hold on. Hang up, and now call back and make the explanation more detailed.
Okay.
Say,
What would you have done if you had your pitcher with 6 outs left in a perfect game?
Yes. Give him.
Hi, if you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is
Chris again.
available.
Hey, it's Chris again. I'm calling because my dad referenced Clayton McCullough. He said Scott McCullough. He meant Clayton McCullough. He said Scott McCullough. He's talking about the Marlins. We want to know if you would have done the same thing as Clayton McCullough with this big Marlins controversy on Sunday. Call me back.
Thanks. Please stay on the line.
You're welcome. Love hold music.
Put it on the poll, Juju, at Le Batard Show. Do you love hold music? It's the first time I've heard anybody say that.
He's reading it.
I'm sorry, this person is not available.
He's a busy man.
Number 29, Jimmy Graham.
Wow.
Number 28, I Show Speed.
Come on.
Can I
Zaz, that's your boy.
Not my boy.
Can I take a quibble with your list real quick? Just let me take a quibble. How is Jimmy Graham ahead of Tony Gonzalez? Like, what are you doing?
I think Jimmy Graham was a better college basketball player.
Agreed.
Yeah, I think that dude ate glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And neck is a tight end.
And like they were only separated.
Neck and neck is a tight end, Dan.
Yeah,
No, look at Jimmy Graham's seasons, Dan.
No, Tony Gonzalez is better, but like in terms of the back of the, I mean, Jimmy Graham just casually started playing football, dude. Right. I think like the ease that it came to be an all timer separates them, and again, they're only separated by Jameis Winston on this list. Yes, but they're both behind I Show Speed. Number 27, Kenny Lofton.
You've fallen in love with I Show Speed.
I think it's an incredible story.
You've come around on him.
No, I've always been in on him. The guy was barking at people in front of like a couple dozen Twitch streamers, and then he's playing before the World Cup. It's an incredible story. It's an incredible American story.
What was he playing?
He was playing one of his songs.
You haven't been always in on him. You've been what Zaz is presently, where you were saying to yourself, what is it about this guy? And then the first time you actually got informed, you're like, oh, I get it.
No, the first time that I put effort into like watching it and the stuff that he does, and admittedly,
what's he do?
It's not for me. It's skewed to a younger audience, but he's a master when it comes to engagement. And it's also like he doesn't have the chops. Like he puts himself out there, things that can embarrass him. I think the production when he goes on tours, it's some of the great organic content that's out there, really genuine funny moments that come from improvisational skills. His team around him is incredible with the content. Don't
He waved his hand. I did.
No, I think when he goes on tour,
I shoot you.
He gets like Michael Jackson level reaction.
Really? He gets Michael Jackson level reaction?
Yes, he
Michael
does.
Jackson.
Yes.
The king of pop.
Yes, he does.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson.
There's Michael Jackson, and there's I Show
Yeah.
Speed. Similar response. Similar crowd reactions.
You don't know ball.
Michael Jackson, I Show Speed. Okay.
You sound like an embarrassing person. You sound old as shit. Kenny Lofton played for Lute Olson's Arizona Wildcats. He was really good. Number 26, Patrick Mahomes. The bloodline. He is the most talented quarterback we've ever seen, and if he wanted to play pro baseball, it's in his genes. I bet you he could. Number 25, I'm an ally, Ronda Rousey. She also did some MMA. Number 24, Mickey McCarty. Was drafted by 3 professional sports leagues.
Did you just make Mahomes high on this list because his dad was a baseball player?
Yeah, well, I'm sure he could have and been really good at it. Number 23.
So you put that ahead of Kyler Murray, who actually got a great deal of money for playing baseball. You don't even know if Mahomes played baseball.
Number 23, Anthony Kaladiu.
Oh, stop.
I mean, I'm selling you short, pal. As you know, tried out for the Miami Heat. Tried out for how good do you have to be considered to play college quarterback without being able to throw a football? You had to throw an imaginary one.
Stop.
So bothered by Jimmy Graham being ahead of Tony Gonzalez.
Come on, Dan.
I was talking with some friends of mine because I happened to be having breakfast in a place the other day where Shakira was.
Lucky dog.
It's a bar.
Breakfast friends?
Add it to the list.
I like that.
She is impossibly tiny.
Who cares?
What do you mean?
I mean, whatever.
She's impossibly tiny.
Okay. I'll put you down as not a Shakira guy. Tiny.
I'm not saying
impossibly tiny. Impossibly tiny.
How tall do you?
Hey man, we can't all be perfect.
How tall do you think she is?
I think she's very short, but the hips don't lie.
3'9".
She is the single smallest person who isn't a little person that I've ever seen. Before this, it was Donna Shalala.
The first time I ever saw Donna Shalala, I couldn't believe it.
She's not Donna Shalala's height.
Donna
she
Shalala
cannot
is
be.
shorter.
She's shorter.
Than you think
No,
she is.
she can't be.
She's shorter.
No,
I don't believe that.
No, I don't believe you.
Nobody is shorter than Donna Shalala.
No one.
Come over
no
here.
one.
Come over here. I'm going to show you a picture.
Tiniest person
She is
ever.
listed. I looked it up. I had to look it up. She's listed as
She's not shorter than Donna
She's
Shalala.
like this tall, Donna Shalala.
Mike, I'm going to show you a picture right now, and you tell me if this person is or isn't just a porcelain doll.
Get in here, Mike.
Because this is not, and she is shorter than Donna Shalala.
Look at it.
And it looked like she was sitting in someone's lap when she was just sitting next to that person.
I can't tell. She's sitting down.
Well,
the arms are short, but that's not shorter than Donna Shalala.
She's got to be 4'7". I'm not kidding you.
No way. She stood next to Burner Boy.
When I saw her, I thought to myself, she is perpetually placed next to people who are very small, so no one will know how small she is. There is simply no way that the world at large knows how tiny Shakira is.
IMDb has her at 4'11" and 3/4", so about 5 feet.
No, I saw what I saw was her listed at 5.
3/4 too. How did IMDb get that?
Look, there's no one who's 5'11" and a half, and there's no one who's 4'11" and a half. Those are all lies. Like no one. There's no one. There's no one on earth who's 5'11", who says they're 5'11" and a half or 4'11" and a half. That's how you know that that's a lie.
I have routinely stood next to Donna Shalala. There is just simply no way. But thank you for the visual of her doing die-die at the World Cup.
The internet says Donna Shalala is 5 feet.
I can testify Donna Shalala's hips also don't lie.
Wow. Cut that up.
Why you giving me the stink eye, Dan?
I'm not giving you the stink eye. I don't want to look at Jeremy.
You're side-eyeing me. Oh, okay.
No, you're misreading. You're new here, and you're not around here as much as you need. I don't. Anytime we lapse into Jeremy doing that, I can't look at it.
Dan, I'm going to help you here. I'm going to rescue you. There was another incredible play-by-play call, this time from a Phillies auction winner. So he paid to get onto the broadcast. Dan, he was incredible.
We are headed to the third inning. Phillies on top 2-1, and we're pleased to welcome Lewis Kalb from Medford Lakes, New Jersey. He is our Phillies fantastic auction winner. He outbid the competition to spend an inning and do some play-by-play in the booth. And Lewis, welcome. Glad to have you here.
Thank you, Scott. It's a thrill to be here. It's a lifelong dream to be in the Phillies broadcast booth. So here we go. Painter with the first pitch to Ortiz. It's in there for strike one call. Phils with 2 in the bottom of the second to take the lead. As we start the top of the third now, Painter delivers. It's bounced foul towards the Phillies dugout. And they count 1-1.
And Lewis, you spent your life as a firefighter, police officer?
Neither of those things.
Just guessing.
I've been a substitute teacher in recent years for Nita School in Lakerland. There's a pitch that's lined over shortstop, a base hit for Dylan Cruz, and he reaches first base safely.
So a couple of weeks ago, Always Sunny came back. It's one of my favorite TV comedies. Amin, have you watched episode 3 yet?
I
or are you
have.
getting to it? All right, we'll discuss that in just a minute.
Should I watch?
Oh yeah, like they're fully in their bag. Like
Because
they're
I love
great.
the show, but I don't watch it. I don't watch regularly.
It's great. Like, to me, you could watch every single episode of that show, and every single one of them will give you a laugh. But there's actually a new show that's coming back for just season 2. That's on season 18.
Is
season
it Lioness?
2,
Because I'm trying to watch it. I'm having an issue.
It's not Lioness. It's called Adults. I took your guys' note from last week's toast where I toasted a child, and so I went the complete opposite direction. Adults.
Good job.
Adults, the TV show, to me is one of the best new comedies that I have seen in at least a decade on television. It is laugh out loud funny. The first season, it was 8 episodes. Only because we started it at 11 p.m. the night we started it did I not watch the entire thing in one sitting. I watched the first 2 episodes of season 2 last night. It is back and as good, if not better, than season 1. I'm going to go home right after this and watch the next 6 episodes and finish out this season because it's an ensemble cast. The humor in this show is outlandish. Not quite like Always Sunny, but in a similar way of you were watching these like Gen Z kids that are all just the worst, despite their intention being great. And so it's kind of flipping the concept on its head of Always Sunny, and that obviously being Gen Z, there's all of these jokes about them sort of being like young progressive people. But at the same time, like they're just all selfish jerks who are all friends with each other and just trying to get by. So think of Friends if Friends was like not a laugh track and actually like modern day funny. But also the sensibilities of Broad City. They take from all the best comedies and find a way to incorporate them into the modern time. And it's one of the best feelings to have one of your favorite shows come back. And so for me, Adults, worth a toast. Worth a toast is presented by Cuervo.
Right,
so
Cuervo.
keep it fun, keep it Cuervo, watch Adults.
All right. So this Monday, we have a really special day. Oh, my God. You heard the mistakes, you witnessed the chaos, and now it's time to pick the winners. Vote in the 2026 Suey Awards, beginning on Monday at lebatardaf.com. All right. Amin, before we get to, what are you laughing at? Before we get to some fun stuff here, you are still all over this good commercial controversy with the golf, right? Have we advanced the story? Is there something new?
Yeah, you guys missed a very crucial element to all this. I listened to the conversation you guys had last weekend, earlier this weekend. Yeah, obviously you can't have a commercial selling a product where it's like the guy is physically assaulting a woman. That's ridiculous. But the thing that you guys missed about this was it was an obsession reference.
How?
Because basically the longer version of the commercial shows everyone touching the club and then becoming instantly obsessed with it. So that's the backdrop. But that's not the part that I'm talking about as far as what you guys missed. What you missed was that this commercial, you say, why would you do this commercial? Who would write a commercial like this? I'll tell you who. AI. It was so clearly written by AI. The AI prompt was, give me a basis for a driver commercial that references obsession. And AI's dumbass, because it doesn't know about, like, domestic violence and stuff like that. It's like, oh, you should have so-and-so, da-da-da. And these dumbasses don't have any creativity of their own.
Is this your theory?
Dog, I'm telling you. You watch it, it's instant. It's instant. Like, how is this such a poor connection? What a poor analogy to the movie Obsession. And the reason why is that's what AI does, ladies and gentlemen. It is not good at making analogies. It is not good at making strong, creative content. It is good at doing lazy shit. And that's what these people did. I guarantee you, they fed into AI. It spat back that script. They're like, sounds great, because this capitalizes on trends. We got to be trendy. We're the young people. What's trending right now? Obsession. Okay. All right. AI, tell us what to do. Like, you should just do this. Good idea. And then they go out and do it. Having said that, even as I am vehemently anti-AI for any of these things because it's just lazy and not good, I can tell by the copy most of the time that this was written by AI, not by a person, not by a team of people, just AI. See? Like that. That little cadence, that's AI. Having said all that, it's still Callaway's fault because you dumbasses watched it and said, green light. That's where, because creatives are going to be creatives, even bad creatives, even hack creatives are going to be creatives. Their job is to think up of shit. And it's the brand's job
But they're not thinking up a shit. To your point, if your hypothesis is correct, the creatives have deferred to AI.
Yes.
So it's
but
even worse.
Even that, Dave, involves some level of thinking of shit. Which the shit they thought of was, hey, what if we did an obsession-based ad? And then that's the end of their thought process, and that's where they fed it to AI. But the reality is, it's on the brand, it's on the people, the checks and balances. In the same way that I could be Martin Scorsese and I could write a terrible script for a terrible movie. Actually, a better Coppola, a terrible script for a terrible movie, and literally everyone says, I don't want to make that movie. So then what you got to do is like, well, I'll make the movie. And it's called Metropolis, and it's awful. And it loses a shit ton of your own money because the checks and balances said no. But the problem is, this is what's happening. We are shaming people, right? We're shaming particularly people older, my age and older, like, oh, you just don't get it. Like, you give me that thing, that script, that commercial that they shot, and it's like, I don't want to look like I don't get it. I'm cool. I'm hip. I get it. Yeah, no, I get it. And I'm like, no, you just don't get it. Oh, no, I get it. You know what? I get it so much. Green light. Thumbs up.
So you don't like AI, to sum up. Just to make sure I'm on the same page.
I think it has there's a place for it, right? Like it's like a toaster. Like I trust a toaster to toast my bread because I don't want to sit there in an oven and flipping it and all that stuff. What I don't trust my toaster to do is make dinner, which is what people are doing.
So we've lost Chris. It looks like we may have lost Chris for the rest of the show today. He is outside the Elster. I think he just used his. I think he's got his thumb out. I think he's trying to leave. He's done for the day. No more talking. He's been bad at talking today, and he has moved to the street. He's trying to go home. All right.
I respect it. Take the L.
All right.
We don't have that in Miami. That's in Chicago.
Huh.
All right, so we're going to play. Oh, so if you don't know why Chris is out there trying to thumb it home, look at him. He's got the thumb out. Can you imagine hitchhiking?
So exhilarating, right?
I mean, that seems crazy.
Modern
right?
day, it feels insane.
Which would be crazier, hitchhiking or picking up a hitchhiker?
Picking up.
Picking up.
It's equal.
No, it's not equal.
It's equal because the person that's going to stop for a hitchhiker is equally as insane as the hitchhiker themselves.
Jeremy, put it on the poll. Which is crazier, hitchhiking or picking up the hitchhiker?
I think there's a higher likelihood that the person picking up the hitchhiker is just a naive person. No. Whereas the hitchhiker, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're
like this was a thing that people used to do.
I did it.
What?
Oh, when I was a teenager? Hitchhiking everywhere.
You had your thumb out.
Yeah.
And waited for someone to come pick you up.
Usually a pickup truck.
Wow.
So you sit in
Zaslow,
the back bed.
and Zaslow and Taché, let's have a group talk here. No Jew in history has ever hitchhiked. True?
That's right, for sure. 100%. I actually have a top 5 list of things Jews don't do.
Yeah, this is a coincidence that Dave said that. Jeremy does have a top 5 list. Right before we get to that, though, can we relive what has sent Chris out of the building today?
When I'm running late, that's when there's no.
All right, good job. I mean, continue.
Yeah, it's Friday, Chris.
Wow.
All right.
You can't even hear the F-bomb that he said. He said it right on mic. I heard it, but you can't even hear it in the audio clip. That's how
late,
devastated.
That's when there's no.
All right, good job. I mean, continue.
Yeah.
You heard
It's Friday, Chris.
Wow.
It's all right.
I so badly want someone to stop. Oh, now he's holding up his arm. He's getting tired. I so badly want someone to stop and pick him up. Jeremy, top 5 lists of things you don't do because you're Jewish?
Yeah, I mean, so yesterday, I felt like quite a man because I fixed the toilets in my house.
Oh, hey, good for you.
We
I
had some
would
toilet
never do
running
that.
issues.
No.
And something Jews don't do is fix their toilets.
No.
Really anything. So number 5, installing a new light fixture. No.
Like it's
No, we hire someone
like a
to
light
do that.
bulb?
put up like
No.
a fan? No, we're talking about like a chandelier.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or like a new light, like if you move into a house and there's like an old kind of lighting fixture, any sort of electrical
Nah.
anything, We're not doing this.
It's
I don't do that
dangerous.
shit either.
Shot.
That's
No
dangerous.
shot. But people can. Some people can fix things in their homes.
Not me.
That's why I put it at number 5. Number 4, mowing the lawn.
Never done that in my life.
I've never done it in
Well,
my life
there
either.
are some similarities here.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You might be Jewish. I mean.
Number 3, fixing the car.
Same. AAA, that's what it's for.
Yeah, exactly. You call.
I mean, can you jumpstart a car?
I think so, yes.
What about changing a tire?
I've done it. I'm never doing it again.
See, those are all encompassed under the same thing there, fixing the
Correct.
car.
Correct.
And I don't know the lingo properly, so that's why I said
But like even
fixing
little
the car.
things like changing the filter in the cabin.
No.
Of the air,
Literally,
it's like,
what words did you just say to me?
Where is that?
Yeah.
I don't even
What
know
are
where
you
that-
talking
Who do you
about?
think you're talking to?
Yeah, seriously.
It would be great. I would love to do like an operation style thing where you just have a cutout of the car. Could you identify where the spark plugs are, where the oil? Like people like
In
do you
the
know how to
Charger's
change the oil?
backfield,
Like
right?
I would have no idea where to even find the thing that's under the car that would allow me to try to change the oil.
Yeah, it's the
I have
Huba. What's it?
Zero. Yeah.
You change the oil from under the car.
Yeah.
News to me.
yeah, you
what
gotta
they do in
crank it up so the old oil
Crank-
can leak out.
crank
and
what
then you
up?
Put in
But if you're
the
under,
car,
You have to lift
you
the
lift
car.
it up.
but if you're under
How?
the car, won't it fall on you?
Mom
There's
strength?
there's a lift.
No, I mean
Lift
the
it.
oil.
You have a jack. Oh, no.
There's an oil pan.
Yeah, oil pan. Drain into the oil pan.
Huh. Number 2, fixing the air conditioner.
Oh no.
How do you fix an air conditioner?
I saw someone pour
don't know.
bleach in it once.
Yeah,
I don't even
bleach-
understand what that
yeah,
means.
every time my AC guy comes over, he always leaves by telling me, make sure, every couple weeks you put bleach. I'm like, yeah, okay. Like I don't know.
I
how to do
struggle enough to change the filter once a month.
that. Yeah.
Even that, I'm like,
Kills the mold.
Am I
The bleach
supposed to do
kills the
that?
mold that lives inside of that.
I mean,
'cause
I
of
know
the
he's
mold.
saying
Yeah,
that, but
but
I don't
where
know
do
how
I
to
put it?
do that.
I don't know how to do that. Number 1,
Can I just pour bleach like on the unit and some of it will
No.
get where
That
it needs
doesn't
to
sound
go?
safe.
and the number 1 thing the Jews don't do is fix a toilet. We don't do it. We don't do any sort
So
of
how did you
manual labor.
fix it? Like, what was the issue? And how
Oh
did you
my
fix
God,
it
was awesome. So so what happened was at 3 a.m. the night before, I woke up to my wife being sort of frantic because we've had this issue with sound coming from the toilet when we flush it, where it does like the thing where like go and then it go like it'll flush kind of several times and then it makes like a little bit of a squeaking noise, and I was like, it's fine, we'll deal with it later. It's an old toilet. Turns out at 3 a.m. it makes a squeaking noise that just sounding like this for about 4 minutes.
Whoa.
It was bad. I got woken up after about a minute, like, hey, wake up, this is happening. And it just kept going. So, like the man I am.
Did you turn off the water?
Wasn't the first thing I did. So I went and I lifted the little lid off the toilet. I'm looking at it. I'm like, yeah, I know what to do here. And so I wiggled the little chain. That doesn't do anything.
Do you put your hand and make sure everything's like tight? Because sometimes
Yeah.
it's loose and then it leaks, and which is where you have the running of the water.
Yeah, so this is what I was trying to figure out. Didn't know any of that. So I went on YouTube, and from about 3 a.m. to 4 a.m., I'm watching YouTube tutorials going like, all right, maybe if I do this and I fix that, and couldn't do any of it. So what I learned was it was the something called the fill valve.
Yeah.
And
'Cause
those
it fills,
right,
and then it
the
stops.
water
It's like
fills
a
and then it
stopper.
stops.
Yeah.
And then that, and so basically what I thought I
These
learned,
are
what
all
I
made-up words,
hoped
whatever.
I learned was that the fill valves needed to be replaced.
The old fill valve,
Yes.
yeah.
And
You went to Home Depot.
I ordered on Amazon.
Oh,
And I went Universal Toto toilet fill valve
You got a Toto.
replacer.
Right.
Yeah, that's what was there. That's
Wow.
what was there before I moved
Roy's
in.
got a Toto.
Yeah, I
don't
know. It's pretty great. I also have a bidet.
Ooh.
Bought a bidet.
Man, I wish I had a bidet.
We bought one of it's
that
not that
money,
expensive. You should get it's really not. It's you can just get
You got the
it's kinda
attached to the
cheap.
toilet
Yeah,
seat?
the attached one. Yeah.
Oh,
But it's
the
good.
attached one. Oh.
Yeah,
No,
the
I
attached
want one that like it's its own deal, like
Oh,
porcelain.
that's a
and
whole other.
everything.
Yeah,
No,
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 I'm
no,
not.
you got the money.
I'm not rolling in that type of money.
Yeah, I got lots of money.
No, despite what I've just articulated before of hiring people to do a lot of things. But yeah, I got the fill valve, and so then I learned like, okay, let me look at the instructions here. So I turn off the water.
And this was at 4 o'clock in the morning.
No, this is This is yesterday.
Oh.
So this is 4 o'clock in the morning going into Wednesday.
Next time, I'll tell you this as advice.
Uh-huh.
Next time, when at 3 o'clock in the morning, your wife wakes you up, you have a very simple thing.
Just
you
turn
walk
off the
over,
water.
turn off the
Yeah.
water. The noise stops. You go back to
I
sleep.
learned.
Deal with it
I
tomorrow.
learned that later on. I didn't process that like, oh, the water being on, just turning it off will end this until about an hour later when I was like, well, wait a minute. what if I just tried turning off the water before this process starts? So that's what I then did. But it had stopped doing the thing. So I was like, if we just don't flush it, it'll be fine. Like, it stopped making the noise. Nonetheless, yesterday, I go home, all right, from Amazon. Those things are here. I've now walked in and I'm like, all right, let's do this. And so I did the whole thing. I replaced the fill valve. I flushed the toilet. I went, all right, that's done. I went down to the other one that's been having sort of the same issue. I replaced it. Yeah, water may have sprayed all over the bathroom because I didn't quite screw in the
You didn't close the valve.
the little thing, right? Yeah, the valve, that, sure. And I didn't finish twisting it on the right way, so the first time I went and turned the water back on, it went everywhere. And so that's on me, literally and metaphorically, but eventually I figured it out. I replaced both of them, cleaned up the bathrooms, walked up to my wife, and I said, honey, come over here. Flush the toilet. No sound after it
Did you
should
worry
be making
that?
sound.
Did you worry that when you did flush it, since she was there, her mere presence was going
Panic.
to force
the
sound to come out of the toilet?
100%. And I walked in so cocky to the other room of like, hey, come look at this. And I flushed it. Everything went right. And I went, just like Dave Damashek does. Let's make some sweet, passionate love. Because I've never felt more like a man.
Jesus Christ, man.
Would Jeremy be more of a man if he were Jerry? I think he would be. I'd like to add a couple of things to things that Jews never do. One is ride your motorcycle down the freeway through other cars and then give the peace sign when they move over.
Correct. That guy passes your car. You're like, you point, not Jewish.
Might have a motorcycle, but chilling in the right lane. If you got that motorcycle.
I was just going to say, I was going to shorten it, as a matter of fact, ride motorcycles. That's something Jews don't do.
Well, I don't agree with that. My father rode a motorcycle for a long time, so I don't know.
But he bought it at 50, right?
Sidecars. I'd like one of them sidecars. I wouldn't want to be the motorcyclist. I would just like to ride passively on the hip there. 2, MMA. Jews don't do MMA. And 3, we don't give credit for a victory to Jesus Christ, our Savior.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's top tier. We also don't eat pork.
Well, Jeremy, congratulations on one of the great triumphs in Jewish history.
I have truly never felt like more of a man.
You co-sign all these guys? Zaz?
Yeah, for the most part, yeah.
It's bigger than Sandy Koufax.
Yeah, it's a good
It
job.
feels that way. Thank you. One of the great triumphs in Jewish history. I appreciate you phrasing
Fixing
it that
the
way.
toilet.
Truly. Just fixing 2 toilets. One of the great triumphs in Jewish history.
When I'm running late, that's when there's no.
All right, good job. I mean, continue.
By the way, it
Friday
felt
Chris.
so much longer.
All right.
Dave, let's have some fun here. Let's do an NFL version. We'll bring back a game that we have not played here on the Dan Le Batard Show in a long time. Let's do an NFL version of Who Dat Is. Okay. Dave,
I like that.
explain the rules here. Take the reins. Go ahead.
Well, for the last month, anybody who's been paying attention, it's not just important for the players to get right in time for the NFL regular season. It's important that the fans are on the ball, too. So we've been running our own little fan training camp with a number of drills here today. Like you say, we're going to see how familiar self-identifying football fans how strong they are at identifying some of the football figures that we're about to watch every Sunday and Thursday and Monday and beyond. Let's get going here. And the first one is to Tony, who is a regular now on Football America, weighing in there and making the show better. Let's see how much he actually knows, though. The first face for him to identify. Let's go. Who is that?
Ooh, that's a good one. Wow.
But he's got a beard. It's a
White
graying
guy,
beard.
Salt and pepper beard,
Very
white
thin.
guy. Man,
Wearing a hat.
Jeez. Got the light in my eye.
I don't like that the booth is throwing us a curveball, Zaz.
Yeah,
You have the list, and this is an out-of-order list here.
I also saw another face in the preview that I knew, and now this one.
Bitten by our own snake, Zaz, if we fail here.
Is that new head coach for the Baltimore Ravens, Jesse Minter?
Wow. Good job.
Very nice, Tony.
Excellent work.
Stuff. Amin, you're up next.
No, I mean,
Amin did a Costanza and left on a high note after his joke. So
That's
Chris
right.
left on a low note, And then Amin left on a high note, so he stands that he's out.
And the last, by the way, that we saw of Chris is now lying down on the grass outside Bayside.
A lot of dog shit out there, so he should be worried.
Yeah.
Maybe dead. Maybe dead.
He
Maybe got hit by a car.
He died of shame, actually. Let's throw another face up there and see if the shipping container, who can come up with it. Come on, what do we got? Who else we got? All right.
Okay, this looks like the combine.
Yep, but he's got a tight shirt on. Like he's very muscular. He's got dreads. Which
football player is fit.
Go down to the end of his neck,
About shoulder length.
Yeah.
Any guesses?
What do you think? I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
It's not Makai Lemon, right?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
No.
Not Chad Pennington.
Certainly.
How do you know?
Not Joe Flacco.
Tony, you have a guess?
I don't want to. I got my guys. This is on you guys now.
Okay.
Definitely not Roger
I
Staubach.
truly have no idea. I mean, feels like this guy's built like a running back, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Not Christian McCaffrey.
It's definitely not.
It's not Toby Gerhart.
It's not Jewish McCaffrey either.
This is, I believe, Omarion Hampton. Am I right, Dave?
Oh.
Well done, Zaz.
Wow.
Well done.
That is Chargers.
I think that's the first time I've ever seen him without a helmet.
I'd like to get in the Wayback Machine. I've provided a couple of historical figures just to see if everybody is tapped into not just the here and now, but to the important history.
All right, let's see if we can get one of the historical football faces up next for Tony. There you go, Tony. Who is that? Describe him to the audience.
Okay,
Describe
so this
him.
is
that handsome man.
A balding mid-century Dolphins player wearing the number 1, has the face only a mother could love with mutton chops, but has the horseshoe mutton chop combo, which is a rare find out in the wild. Because usually when you got the horseshoe, you let it ride and then you grow either the full beard that connects the whole thing. But this one stops just at about the jawline. You could give
Good
me
description. If none of you guys know this, I'm going to be legit mad.
This will be embarrassing if you don't get it.
Then I get snobby about your right to watch
Dave's
football.
right.
I may have to take away you're not allowed to watch football
Dave's
for the
right.
month of September.
Is this Earl
If nobody
Morrill?
can get this.
No. That's
No.
horrible.
Okay.
Do you want to steal, Jeremy?
No.
Oh, that's a disgrace
Dolphins
also.
number 1, a bald-headed man who looks like he's 63 years old in the picture.
Gary Premium.
Yes, of course it's Gary Premier.
Oh, Jesus Christ, save your dignity.
Yeah, for sure. I knew that.
When did he die?
Oh, man.
That is horrible that you can't identify Gary Premian. It's an all-time famous
that spelled?
player. GaroYepremien, I think.
Right, so
maybe
not
AN.
Gary.
No, it's Garo.
There are people in the room who are admitting into a microphone on a sports show coming out of Miami, Florida, that they don't even know who the name. They don't even know the name Garo Yepremian.
That was a bad moment.
When
bad
did he
moment.
die?
He died in 2015.
Doesn't matter. He
was a kicker.
He's at the center of one of the most famous blunders in Super Bowl history.
They still won, though.
You
And
never
what-
seen
what
the
year?
play? 72.
Cool.
You've never. They won the game 14-7, obviously against Washington. You've never
It
seen.
would have had a shutout.
Yeah, it led to the Redskins.
Saz,
only touchdown.
What year were you born?
81.
Okay, so this is sort of like me remembering the details from the 2015 Super Bowl, the year he died.
What the hell is wrong with you, Taché? Your generation with this crap of like, well, it happened before I walked the planet Earth, so what does it matter kind of attitude. I hate to be a curmudgeon, but that does not exist in any other generation other than this current one of like, well, I mean, how could it possibly have any import if it happened before
I care
was
a lot about sports history. We literally are talking about guys on the pitch clock every single week that are from the 80s and the 90s, from the early 90s before I was born, okay? But how am I supposed to remember in such great detail?
You don't know the play where the kicker, he bobbles the snap, and he then tries to throw the football, but he throws it backwards instead of forwards. It slips out of his. You've never seen that play?
And then tries to catch it. It falls out of the back of his left hand because he's a southpaw. And then he tries to retrieve the ball just as after it flies out of his mitt. And he bonks it higher up into the air. And it is grabbed by Washington Redskins' Mike Bass, who runs it into the end zone. And all the defensive players for the Dolphins were pissed, and I imagine some of them still are pissed at Garo Yepremian because they would have had the Super Bowl's only shutout.
Well, no, I started watching the sport when the guys were good at it.
All right, let's see if these guys can redeem themselves. Another former, an older NFL
I know
player.
that
one. Who is this gentleman on our screen
That's Jay
now?
Fiedler. I know him. Hey, Jay.
Why'd you know him?
Well, his name's on the shirt.
Dolphin legend.
That's a Dolphin legend if I've ever seen one.
It's Anthony Mason's brother.
That's such a great fun fact.
It's true.
I know that, too.
It's true.
Now you're in my wheelhouse.
All right, let's do one more for these guys. Throw up one more face. NFL.
Gary Taché would have known that.
Who that is. This is a tough one.
That's easy.
It is?
I'm going to leave it to you guys. This one's easy.
Just answer the question.
No, I'm not going to answer the question. Roy, you haven't said a GD thing.
I said, girl, you're
All right.
Oh,
Well, Jerry Taché has to know this one. He has to know this one because he doesn't care about what happened before he was born. But now he's a modern football fan, so obviously he would know this,
This guy's
terribly
This
relevant
guy's
guy.
great. He's a great player.
I'll give you another hint
Got
here.
the honorifics to prove it.
I'll give you a hint here. He's on a new team this year.
That helps a lot.
It does.
He was the MVP of the Super Bowl.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I know him, Kenneth Walker.
There you go.
I mean,
Didn't he have hair before?
Just tell him that.
He had hair.
He was
sure.
probably had hair when he,
He
was
had
younger,
hair.
yes.
He had hair
At
So
some
that's-
point, yeah.
He's got a Michael Jordan level shaved bald head right now, and I feel like if we looked up a picture of him with the Seahawks, he had hair at the time. Celebrating that Super Bowl MVP, like a dog with a bone on this one.
That
I'm gonna look
is
for it.
just an incredible addition of NFL. Who that is? Excellent job there, Dave Damashek.
I don't want to gild the lily. Can we get the first one on the list? Because that's what inspired me to suggest
Oh,
this.
you want
at
one
all.
more? Okay.
All right, I'm
Do
gonna
you have that
own this
first
one.
on the list? There
hold on.
it is. Okay.
Before we go to this, I gotta own. He was totally bald with the Seahawks as well. Been bald for a long time.
This is the first one
who
we
is this
saw.
face?
I know this one, so I'm going to leave it to Jeremy again.
All right, say it then.
You want me to
You're
say
gonna
it?
keep going,
He's
I
on
know
the
this.
hot. He's
I
on the
know
hot seat if they don't perform this year. I tell you that.
Jeff
much.
Halfley.
Oh God.
Is Zach Robinson? Is that the name?
Yep, Zach Robinson. Didn't think you would get it. It is. It's Zach Robinson.
That's not it. Damn.
Close.
You got part of the name right. I won't tell you
Zach?
which one.
Zach, right?
Yep. He's
Shit.
known in NFL circles just as Zach.
I'm sure he is by his players, right? Zach?
Who does he
To be
coach?
fair to
Falcons,
Taché, I really do think I was talking to somebody about this earlier. The people love the I know everything about football. I bet you that he could walk down the streets of Cincinnati and go largely unrecognized.
Oh,
right?
Cincinnati, right. Still think it's Robinson though.
Taylor.
Oh,
Zach Taylor.
Was Zachary Taylor not a president?
Tony, what is this story with there is a San Francisco 49ers.
He was the 12th U.S. president.
There is a San Francisco 49ers fan who is pulling a scam on women.
I don't know if he's a fan as much as he is a faux player. So this guy, Dejan Love, has bilked 26 women, I believe the count is up to, for 1.
Did you say bilked?
Yeah,
Okay.
bilked. 26 women out of $1.3 million, claiming that he was a 49ers player trying to make the roster, undrafted. He would put up stuff on his Instagram trying to look the part, and apparently has just taken almost $1.3 million of people's money. So you have him on his IG having a video of working out on the beach. Dave, you've been around the game for a long time. Have you ever seen a player for a team wear his helmet on the beach to run routes? Take his helmet home. Tell me if this is an NFL route right here, Dave. Let's watch it. He's on the beach getting ready. His boy is there as quarterback. All right, here we go. Oh, we're off and running. Here we go. cut, skinny post, over the top. Almost dropped it on the beach. But if you look through his Instagram, it is just plentiful of a ton of pictures with him with his helmet and with 49ers gear that obviously no player would wear outside of the practice facility or any sort of game. So it's a lot of weird stuff that he was trying to portray.
And so how's he getting the money?
So I guess he would tell the women, hey, like, I'm a player. I'm trying to, make the team. I'm trying to do X, Y, and Z. Can you help me? Can you do this? I'll pay you back when I get my contract. Like some sort of scam. I don't know exactly what it was because they haven't released it. He was apprehended at the airport because the scheme had got, I guess, a little bit too big. Once you get $1.3 million worth, people start asking some questions. But this is the biggest thing on the internet right now. Dejan Love, who is at this point may get a call from the 49ers, Dave, depending on how their wide receiver core looks. We may have some issues with the substation. So look out for Dejan Love, not only stealing your money, but catching footballs in the fall.
There was a guy who went around Pittsburgh, I don't know, a decade or 15 years ago, claiming to be Brian St. Pierre to pick up women in Pittsburgh, the backup QB, which is kind of a clever play because
Did it work?
Your first thought is, well, I'm going to be Le'Veon Bell. It's like, well, obviously you're not Le'Veon Bell. We know what he looks like. Nobody knows what Brian St. Pierre looks like. You can make that claim, and I bet it works half the time. I think it worked to some degree until somebody caught him, and then it didn't work, and they got himself into trouble. About wearing the helmet on the field, I've advocated, that's a weird move. But what I also think is weird is guys who get into the Hall of Fame, they get that gold jacket, and then they put it into a closet or they put it under glass or whatever. I advocate, and I've only talked to John Randall, is the only guy I've ever talked to who's in the Hall of Fame, who says, I wear it out periodically. I want to remind people, which would be my move.
Yeah.
I would wear it once a week. Oh, this whole thing? Oh, yeah. Did I not mention I'm in the Pro Football Hall of Fame? Yeah.
I mean, it's like I used to wear my Miami Heat championship rings often enough.
Often enough?
You
What would be the occasion?
If we're going out to a nice restaurant, or certainly if we're going to a wedding, if we are, a lot of times, like my wife and I
love that move.
Yeah,
That's great.
my wife and I, if we're going out somewhere, if we're going on date night, I would almost always wear one of my rings. Yeah, I love wearing it.
All right, two things here. One, Tony, I need you to make me a promise. If I'm ever a part of an organization and I get a championship ring and I wear it out even one time, not just on this show as a bit, I want you to beat me up. I want you to punch me in the face.
I will beat the shit out of you.
Just beat the ever-living hell out of me. All right, thank you.
Violent.
Also, Chris used to pretend he was a Marlin scout to impress women. So he would be out and he would be wearing like a Marlins
Nothing impresses
hat.
women more than the long-range scout.
Yes, and he would say that he was a Marlin scout.
Why would any woman give a shit about that?
Exactly. But it was, hey, I'm close to the organization, Major League Baseball, huh? I'm like kind of sort of near professional athletes because, I think Chris was trying to give an honest sell of something that was possible. I would have gone backup catcher.
Well, remember, the guys used to work for the Marlins in the sales department. He pretended like he was backup catcher John Wayner.
Oh, wait, what? That's where I got that in my head is because Stu used to do that.
He's got a ring. He's got the 97 ring.
Stu does?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, I
Yes, he
wonder
was
if he
on
wears
sales.
it to steakhouses.
Okay, it's not the same though. I was on the broadcast.
Oh, I'm well aware of the
It's not
importance
the
of the
same.
broadcaster.
Not the same.
You didn't shoot the ball, though.
What if I said I did?
You didn't.
So why would you ask?
Because people are going to be like, why do you have one?
Because I was on the broadcast.
They're going to ask, like, why do you get one? You're on the broadcast.
Yeah, that's right. Because broadcasters get.
So you go to weddings and, like, little kids come up to you and they're like, wow, can I see it? And then
Sometimes.
you stand there and, like, take a picture like, yeah, look at me.
Sometimes. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm very proud of those rings.
You should be.
Yeah.
But
I'm a 2-time champion broadcaster.
if I wear it out to dinner, just smack me around a little
I'm
bit.
going to find you and I'm going to elbow you in the back of the head.
Thank you.
I mean, you are not going to shame me. I love it. Eric Spoelstra told me I'm part of the team. That's why I have a ring. He said that to me.
When did he say that?
After I got my first ring. The first of 2, by the way.
Eric Spoelstra told me.
How did you receive it? Were you called out to mid-court in a
No.
celebration? Did it come in the mail? What happened?
I mean, I don't know if it came in the mail. I mean, maybe that is how it got to the arena. But yeah, I got it like the team. You know, one of the days that I was at the arena here, and it comes in a box. I have a nice red box, and there's the ring. I have 2 of them now.
I don't understand what Tashay's angle is in trying to shame you.
I don't
about
either.
wearing it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
don't either.
trying to shame you. I just don't think that many people are wearing their championship rings as like accentuated jewelry.
I don't
Am I
need to
wrong?
get.
Am I crazy?
I don't need to follow anybody else out there. I like wearing it.
I'm glad you do. I'm not trying to shame you. I'm just saying that if I did that, if I was a part, say the Marlins win the World Series this year, who knows? If I were to get a championship ring, a World Series ring, and I were to wear it around these parts on a consistent basis, or even worse, not wear it
Everyone will
on
make
a
fun of you.
consistent Right.
But that's the difference between you and me.
Okay.
That is true. He's right. He's right about that.
All right, red shirt.
I would also say this. The ring, okay, so the 2 rings that I got, 2012, 2013, so we're talking 13 and 14 years ago. They're kind of big, the rings, but since then, like every year when a sports team wins a championship and they make their rings, it's really become a thing where not only are they super gaudy, super big, but like there's all kinds of bells and whistles on it, and it would probably look a little bit ridiculous to wear it out in public. The rings that I have from the Miami Heat from 2012 and 13, yeah, they're big, but they're not ridiculous. Like you could totally wear it. It's big, but it's not like the rings nowadays where they flip open.
I think that's what's
and this
fair.
pops out.
I think
It's
that's
like,
fair. If it probably seems
I could
more
totally
just like
wear
a
it.
nice wearable.
Yeah, it's a nice
jewelry.
big
All right,
ring.
Fair enough.
It's not ridiculous. Some of these rings nowadays
I'm
you
in the
can't even
middle.
wear.
Zaslow should be proud about the achievement of being associated with the champion, and he should be allowed to wear baubles out and about to tell some tales about that. On the other hand, I'm conflicted about Taché saying it's not an issue for Zaslow to do it, but beat the shit out of him if he ever does it, which is a passive-aggressive shot at Zaslow. I mean, that's the only that's the only conclusion I can come to. Oh no, it's okay for you to do it. Just beat the shit out of me if I ever do that. Ergo, you think Zaslow is dorky for doing it.
Yeah, no, you got it right.
Just remember that.
Okay.
Hopefully Jeremy gets it one day because it would mean that one of my favorite teams won another championship.
It would be really awesome.
And then make sure you beat the shit out of him. It's a weird thing to ask.
only if I wear it out to dinner at a steakhouse.
There's a picture of me. There I am in the Zaslow Mansion Network Studios. And for whatever reason, I'm showing off both of my rings there.
You should put them on your middle fingers and then show them to Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although they're not fitted for my middle finger. They're fitted for my ring finger.
Put them a little halfway, you know what I mean?
I would really like one of those one day.
I hope you got one.
Me too.
Taché thinks he's cooler than Zaslow.
I am.
That's the takeaway.
Well, he fixed the toilet.
Yeah, dude.
He
I could
fixed
do
the
I could
toilet.
do anything.
A non-Jew activity.
Come on. I fixed the toilet yesterday. I'm walking around with a hubris unknown to mankind.
Like an American male right there. Red-blooded.
Great moments.
Fix
in
the toilet.
Jewish history.
I'm gonna walk around spitting tobacco. It's gonna be great.
He's going to fix the toilet in the Ulster right now.
I'm gonna wear a cowboy hat on Monday. Who knows what's coming next?